Well, the road crews did an outstanding job of clearing the roads in the area over the weekend after Friday's winter storm, and now it's back to basketball on a Monday night as the Barren County Trojans and Trojanettes host Monroe County. Hi, everybody, from Bobby Steenberg and Court here at Barren County High School Gym. Jay Turner alongside Robert Bauer for tonight's broadcast. Jake Norris is our studio producer, and this is the Don Franklin Glasgow countdown to tip-off. In the first game tonight, Coach Piper Lindsay's Trojanettes, whose game at Davies County Saturday was canceled because of the snow, come into tonight's game with a record of 12-2, while eighth-year head coach Clifton Hamilton's Lady-Falcons are 9-5 on the season. Barren County winning Thursday night over the Glasgow Lady Scotties in a District 15 game, 57-27, to stay undefeated in district play at 4-0. Monroe County lost to Todd County Central 54-51 in the semifinals of the 4th Region All-A Classic. Monroe County, who moved back to the 16th District 2 years ago in a 5-team district with Metcalfe County, Cumberland County, Clinton County, and Russell County, only has 8 players on this year's team, and they have failed to advance the 4th Region tournament after moving back to the 16th. They finished 13-14 last year, and the last year they were in District 15, they were the runners-up. And this year's team has 2 seniors, 1 junior, 4 sophomores, and a freshman. Barren County has won 17 in a row against Monroe County. Last year, twice, 43-34 and 53-43. Monroe County's last win was in the 15th District Tournament Championship over Barren County in 2017 under then head basketball coach Dwayne Murray, who took Monroe County to the 4th Region Championship game. Monroe County is ranked 9th this week in the Class 2A, or in the 4th Region Bowling Green Prep Poll this week, and is 4-4 against 4th Region teams, while Barren County is ranked 2nd behind Franklin Simpson at 7-0 against 4th Region teams. And the Lady-Falcons wins in the region are against Clinton by 18, Todd by 29, Russell County by 3, and Russellville by 50. Losses to Franklin Simpson by 25, Cumberland County by 11, Metcalfe County by 14, and then Todd Central by 3. Monroe County's other wins over Edmondson County by 5, Red Boiling Springs, Tennessee by 22, Caverna by 47. They beat Nashville Glencliff 78-13, and Johnson City, Tennessee University School 58-19. The Trojanettes are the favorite tonight, but they will need to play good defense once again as the Lady Falcons have Sarah Thompson, who averages a double-double at 13.5 points and 10 rebounds a game, along with Carly Yoakley, who averages 12. Ansley Turner just under double figures at 9.5, and Ella Finley at 9 points a game. And Robert, as we get into the keys to the game, brought to you by J&J Sales, Monroe County's a team that always plays hard and physical.
Yeah, and you mentioned they only have 8 kids dressed. 7 of those 8 play consistently, but really it's the same team as they had last year. All 5 starters are back, all 5 leading scorers are back, and you mentioned the 2 games we had against them last year weren't blowouts by any means. We won 9 and 10. So, we didn't play our best against them, especially down there, but at the same time, we have to understand they do score the basketball well. They average almost 60 points a game. That's a number that exceeds us. They do not shoot the 3 well, but what they have is decent size. They're going to drive the ball on us, which we have struggled guarding a little bit sometimes. So we can't foul them, send them to the free throw line, bail them out in those type of situations. So we want to pack it in real tightly, help off each other, and make sure we force them into jump shots instead of become drivers. So ultimately, I think we've got to build off the Glasgow win. I thought that was a good, impressive win the other night. The game, obviously, Saturday got canceled, so we've had 2 or 3 days off. To build on that would be key. We don't need to look forward to tomorrow night with Bowling Green coming in, a team that, we haven't consistently had success against the last 3 or 4 years, but are ranked ahead of them. So we want to, this could be a trap game in some people's vocabulary possibly, just because of Bowling Green coming in tomorrow night. That's, one of the region favorites, if you will. So very similar to Glasgow. I think you got to score in transition, box and go, if you will, box out, get the rebound, and go and score. So this is a winnable game, and this is the halfway point of the season. So we played, this will be our 15th game tonight. We got 14 to go afterwards. So, it's hard to believe that it goes so quickly, but you're almost to the middle of January, and this is essentially the back half of the season. So we'll see how we get that started tonight.
Countdown to tip-off is brought to you by Don Franklin Chevrolet Cadillac Nissan in Glasgow. Score big with huge savings at Don Franklin in Glasgow. We got more to come on our pregame coverage. Barren County and Monroe County here tonight from Barren County High School. Trojanet basketball here on WCLU 104.7 FM.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Attention Glasgow! The Glasgow EPB and American Cable, your local authorized Dish Network retailer, are teaming up to help you save on your monthly bill. When you switch to American Cable and Glasgow EPB Internet, you not only get access to big savings with TV packages starting at only $91.99 a month with a 2-year price guarantee, but you also get 2 years of Netflix absolutely free. This special offer is only valid for a limited time. Call 270-651-8341 or 270-847-4542 now.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Colt. Bird, and the games played down at Todd Central yesterday. It was the girls' 4th Region All-A Classic Championship game. Metcalfe County defeated Todd Central to go to the state All-A 55-48, and Monroe County Falcons losing to Clinton County last night in the boys' 4th Region All-A Championship game 62-47. Monroe County averaging 58 points a game. They give up just 42. They shoot 41.5% of the field. They've made 61 threes this year. That's 25%. 61.7% from the line and 34 rebounds. Barren County averaging 57.3 points a game. Give up just 38, shooting right at 41% from the field. They've made 52 three-point shots, 31.5% behind the arc, 67.5% from the foul line, and 30.3 rebounds a game. And when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups of tonight's game between the Barren County Trojanettes and the Monroe County Lady-Falcons. We'll return after this break. This is Trojanet Basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Weather means you've got some things to take care of, like heat to keep you warm and comfortable. Put it on your list of things to do. A call to Southern States Glasgow to fill your propane tank. Southern States is one of the top suppliers of propane gas in the country, and your Southern States in Glasgow is the local, smart, reliable source for all your propane needs. Safe, clean-burning propane gas is the premier energy source for heating and appliances. Call 651-6167 and 651-2159.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Just past the railroad tracks.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank. Working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
His assistant coaches are Lauren Turner Robinson and Lincoln Arnett, and they will start Sarah Thompson, a 5'9 sophomore, averages a double-double, 13.5 points, 10 rebounds. Carly Yoakley, a 5'5 senior, averages 12. Ella Finley, a 5'6 senior, 9 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. Ansley Turner, a 5'7 junior, 9.5 points and 5 boards. And Campbell Biggerstaff, a 5'3 sophomore, averaging just under 6 points a game at 5.8. For the Barren County Trojanettes, 12-2 on the season under 10th-year head coach Piper Lindsay. Her assistant coaches are Michael Toms, Brent Spillman, and Billy Michael Dyer. It's Katie Elmore, number 10, 5'6 senior, averaging 8.7 points a game. Katie Gerald's number 30, a 5'7 senior, 8.4 points, 5.3 rebounds. Shelby Bird, number 24, a 5'6 sophomore, 13.8 points, 4 rebounds a game. And Ashley Atkinson, number 35, a 5'9 junior, 5.5 points and 5 rebounds. Mahala Burton, number 3, a 5'7 freshman, averaging 5.4 points a game. That's your starting lineups. We'll get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off. And our first quarter of action brought to you by the People's Bank, working for you. Our officials for tonight's game brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. It's Larry Hammer, Chris Reeder, and Brooke Shoulders, your officials for tonight's doubleheader. And when we come back, we'll have the tip-off. It's the Trojanettes and the Lady-Falcons after this break on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy and Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
And Don? Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Online at WCLUsports.com/Trojans-Sports. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer here courtside from Barren County High School and Bobby Steenberg at court. Barren County and Monroe County. Of course, these two teams used to play in the same district, but Monroe County moved back to the 16th district a couple of years ago and moved into a 5-team district. Monroe County 9-5, Barren County 12-2 of the season. And in that game yesterday, or actually last Wednesday, with Todd County Central, the All-A Classic, Thompson had 15, Yoakley had 13, Turner had 11 for the Lady-Falcons. And in the game against Glasgow, the 30-point victory, Atkinson had 12, Bird had 11, Elmore had 9 in that game. Monroe County Navy Blue with white numbers outlined in silver. Barren County home white with burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. Barren County moving left to right as we see it from our broadcast location. Monroe County right to left. Larry Hammer will step in and toss it up, and we'll be set to go here for this doubleheader tonight here on a Monday. And a tap controlled by Monroe County as they'll set it up. Here's Thompson with the top of the key. Thompson backs out, gives it off now to Finley. Finley out front with it on the right side. Of course, Yoakley and Finley are the only two seniors on this 8-team roster for Coach Clifton Hamilton. Right side it goes to Turner. They bounce it back to Thompson. They go inside there to Hawkins, and the shot goes up no good. Ball's tipped out as Hawkins was in the lineup tonight instead of Biggerstaff. Biggerstaff comes off the bench. Hawkins is a 5'7" sophomore that averages 4.5 points a game. Trying to look back door to Turner. Thompson sends it back out front now to Yoakley. Yoakley working around the right side, throws up a one-handed shot, no good. Battle for the rebound, and the ball skips out and goes into the corner, out of bounds to the Trojanettes.
Well, decent defense. They had 3 looks at it, didn't get any of them. Finally, we were able to secure a loose ball rebound.
Mm-hmm. And some pressure to backcourt, but Trojanettes break it easily. Here's Elmore with the right side, Atkinson. Atkinson on the wing, sends it back out top to Geralds. Now Geralds will leave it to Burton to set it up. Burton on the left side, dumps it in there to Geralds, left of the circle. Hands it off to Elmore coming by her. Off to the right side, it goes to Bird. Feeds it back down low. It's deflected out of bounds. It's going to be off of Geralds. Thompson had a lot to do with that.
Tried to feed a curl cut going to the bucket, but we led a little too far. I don't think there would have been much there anyway.
So Monroe County to backcourt with it. Turner in the middle there. Giving it to Thompson. Thompson's the leading scorer on this team. Turner breaking into the paint. Throws up the shot from a high block. Oh, traveling violation. And so Barren County get it back. Is blocked from behind by Shelby Bird. Minute and a half gone, no score. Here's Burton with it down the left side of the floor. Pulls up, shoots a 12-footer. It's no good. And the rebound in there by Thompson from Monroe County. It's Finley in the front court with it now. Crossover to the left. Leaves it out there with Thompson. Thompson in the lane. Almost lost the handle. Trying to penetrate in the lane. Ball is stolen away by Atkinson. Atkinson with it with the Trojanettes on the right side of the floor. Takes it toward the corner. Reverses back left. Bounces it out top now to Elmore. Elmore sends it over the left side now to Burton. Burton brings it back out between the circles. 2 minutes gone here in the first. No score. Here's Bird. Gets cut off. Back out to Geralds. They swing it back out top. They go left side with it to Burton. Burton trying to make a move in the paint. Can't. Gives it to Atkinson in the corner. Atkinson gets a screen from Geralds. And there's the bounce pass to Geralds. Breaking to the basket, and she puts it in.
Terrific wraparound pass there. They're really sagging into the lane, so isolated one side and took advantage of it.
So the first score of the ball game came at the 5:40 mark of the first quarter for the Trojanettes. Ball's loose on the floor, scooped up by Bird. Bird taking it to the basket, puts it up and in.
Finally, a turnover in transition out of it.
4-0 Trojanettes. Here's Thompson to the backcourt. In the middle goes there to Turner. Turner weaving through traffic. Bounces over for a three-point attempt that is no good for Finley. And Geralds will let the ball go out of bounds. Goes to the Trojanettes.
They've only got a couple of kids that really, I would think, are shooting threats. Most everybody else, as you've seen early, likes to go to the rim.
Yep. Geralds with it in the backcourt for the Trojanettes. Sends it over to Atkinson. Atkinson loops it up to Burton. Feeds it there to Bird. Left elbow shot off the back iron. Geralds with the offensive board. Pulling it down, flipping it back up and in.
Good footwork there to make sure she didn't walk, but still cleared a path.
And it is 6-0. Here's a bad pass, but Thompson luckily got it back and then threw it to Turner. She had to save it in bounds because it was too wide. A turnover by Monroe. And here comes Atkinson down to the corner. Bird with it. Feeds it down inside. There's Elmore going up, and she's fouled. And it'll be charged to Hawkins. First foul of the basketball game. Katie Elmore, a 67% foul shooter on the season for the Trojanettes, at the line for two. First one is on the way, good. Makes it a 7-0 Trojanet lead as Coach Clifton Hamilton now is going to bring in Campbell Biggerstaff, a 5'3 sophomore, and number 0, Talia Sheffield, 5'6 sophomore. Second shot is good for Elmore, and it's 8-0 Trojanettes. Full court pressure applied. Monroe County, the pass is deflected, but they keep it controlled. Here's a 2-on-1 break. Sheffield has a shot swatted away by Geralds and out of bounds.
Fortunate there. We went for the steal, and they were able to throw over top of us. We had numbers, but good hustle getting all the way back.
Finley will toss it in left baseline for the Lady-Falcons. Gets it in play in the corner to Yoakley. Yoakley circling around to the right. Leaves it out there with Biggerstaff. Biggerstaff in trouble, trying to pivot around, and the ball gets taken away. It's Geralds, bounce pass off to Bird, going to the bucket, puts it up and in.
Good job centering the basketball and getting to the left side of the rim where she's comfortable there. We had a couple of times pulled up for 15-foot jumpers in those situations and not really pressed the issue, but 5 straight field goals there, all 5 Monroe County turnovers, prompts a timeout halfway through this first period.
Busy week for Barren County basketball. We're right back here tomorrow night as the Trojans and Trojanettes host Bowling Green. Girls game will start at 6, the boys to follow. Then Friday night, Big District 15 doubleheader against Allen County Scottsville. And then next Monday night, a week from tonight, we got Campbellsville here. So we got, four nights in a row of home games. Then we travel to Russellville, I think, the following night of next week.
That's right. We not a big fan of Monday night games. I'm a traditionalist, if anybody knows that, the Tuesday, Friday games. But we've said this a couple times, when you put 30 games on the schedule, you can't just do Tuesday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Friday and get them all in. So Monday, both this week and next, we'll be here.
Yep. Pressure in the backcourt. They almost threw it away. They get it across the line. Working it down is Hawkins, a whistle and a double dribble on Chloe Hawkins.
They got 3 shots on their very first possession. I think they've only got 1 outside of that possession the whole rest of the quarter.
Comes into Bird. She gets trapped, throws it across over to Burton. Burton on the left side. Out top is Bird. One dribble back to Burton on the left wing. Down to 3:46 to play here in the quarter. It is 10-0, Barren County. Bird covered up. Gives it off to Gerald's out top. Swings it right side to Burton. Burton back out top to Bird. Turns and fires, and it rims off. Offensive rebound put back by Atkinson.
That is something I'd really love to see her do a whole lot more.
Yep. There's a pass underneath. There's a layup that is too strong for Yoakley, and Barren County back the other way. Here is Bird into the paint. Bounces inside there. Up no good for Elmore. We got a whistle and a foul. I believe Elmore tried to go for the rebound and bumped into a Lady-Falcon. And the foul on Elmore, her first. That's Barron's first of the ball game. In the lineup for Barren County now is Addie Slagle, 5'3" freshman. And Hannah Bragg, a 6-foot junior. Ball almost got away there, but they bring it into the front court to Sheffield. Leaves it out there with Biggerstaff. Biggerstaff spots up, shoots a three. It's off the back iron. Slagle with a rebound. Got trapped, floats it up to Bird. Bird on the move into the paint, floats it underneath there to Bragg. She couldn't get the shot, and so now it's brought back the other way. Here's Thompson with it. Thompson down the right side, shoots a 10-footer. It comes off. Offensive rebound, shot blocked in there by Bird. Trying to chase down the loose ball, diving for it, the whistle, and it's going to be a foul on Hannah Bragg. That'll be her first, and number 2 of the Trojanettes here in the quarter. As the ball comes out to Thompson, they give it to Turner. Over to Biggerstaff. Got an illegal screen against somebody. It's on Sheffield.
Trying to get to the corner for a 3 look, and Sheffield moved over as we were trying to get through it.
2:38 to play here in the first quarter. Barren County leads it 12-0. Slagle with the basketball. Bounces off the left elbow to Bragg. Bragg turns, flips it back over to Atkinson. Atkinson tries one from 18. It's off the mark. And the rebound cleared out of there from Monroe County. Sheffield. Ahead it comes up to Turner. Turner cut off in there by Atkinson. Forces up the shot and going to get bailed out with a foul. Atkinson commits her first. Number 3 on the Trojanettes, Angeli Turner at the line, who has made 16 of 25 foul shots on the season for Coach Clifton Hamilton. First free throw is good, and they get their first point of the basketball game at the 2:17 mark. Atkinson goes and takes a seat. Gerald's is back in for her for the Trojanettes. Turner's second throw, also good. 12-2, 2:17 to play in the opening quarters. Ball comes into Shelby Bird. Bird angling off to the right side, looking for Elmore coming by. Flips it off now to Slagle. The little weave going on out there is Gerald's off to Slagle. Can't penetrate. Here's Elmore. Leaves it out with Gerald. She penetrates the lane, trying to dump it down to Bragg on the baseline. Goes back out to Elmore from 15. It's in there.
Good job getting in the middle of the paint. Didn't really have anything. Didn't force it. Kicked it back out.
And it is 14-2 with a minute 43 to go in the quarter. Sheffield with the basketball. And here's Turner for 3, and it's in there. Not sure how many threes.
She's not.
I had to look on the stat sheet.
She's got less than 10. There's only 3 that have double-figure threes all year long.
I know Finley and Biggerstaff both have 20 three-point shots of the year, and Yoakley with 11. Oh, there's a bad pass. Bird was breaking one way. The ball came the other, and a turnover by Barren. It is 14-5 now as Finley comes back in for Monroe County to replace Biggerstaff. With a minute 22 to play here in the quarter. Bounce pass comes to Thompson. High post left. Shovels it back out. On the left side, Sheffield cut off. Back out it comes to Yoakley. Yoakley bounce it down low. Shot put up, no good, but a foul. Finley will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Slagle. Her first personal, number 4 in the Trojanettes here in this quarter. And the free throw is good for Finley. Makes it 14-6. Barren had a 12-0 lead to start.
Had positive last 3 possessions. Turner hit just her 4th 3 of the year, and they've had 4 free throws. So climbing back in it to cut our lead in half.
And we're coming down to 1 minute to play here in the quarter. It is 14-7. Monroe County only 1 bucket. That was a 3 by Ansley Turner. Slagle sends over to Burton on the left side. Gives to Gerald's halfway to the corner. Back out to Burton. Now gives it to Slagle. Slagle sends it back over to Burton. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. And now Slagle gives it off now to Gerald's. Back out to Burton on the right side. Looking for Bragg. Posted down low. Threw it over their head and out of bounds.
Got to disengage and be able to disengage, and that's part of just sitting down and being able to get positioning. So we're going to have to work on our post-entry pass, just kind of more communication and connection.
27 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Finley with the basketball for Monroe County. Gets a screen to the left. Still on the dribble, Slagle on her. Down to 18 seconds to play. Back left side, it comes to Yoakley. Yoakley sends it out top now to Thompson. Right side to Finley. Now Finley back out to Turner now. 7 seconds to go in the quarter. Turner against Gerald's, taking it to the right side, wanting to drive, splits the defenders, has a shot blocked. It goes off her hand and out of bounds. That ends the quarter, though. And it's Barren County 14, Monroe County 7. We'll come back with the second quarter after this timeout. This is Trojanet basketball at WCLU 104.7 FM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Barren County leading Monroe County as we start quarter number 2. This second quarter is brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, and starting the second quarter for Barren County, Addison McFall will start the second quarter, a 5'4 junior. Got Burton back on the court, Gerald's, Atkinson, and now Riley Wilson starting the second quarter for Barren County, a 5'10 junior. Burton, top of the key 3, comes up short. Atkinson tried to get it to go back up and then lost it out of bounds.
Weren't real coherent with that play call there. It looked like we were a little discombobulated, didn't have that double screen set well, and she forced the 3 at the top of the key.
Barren County full court pressure. Turner gets it off there to Yoakley. Yoakley gets it across. Ball gets knocked loose, but chased down. Scramble for. It's picked up by Gerald's. Gerald's leaves it off in the corner to Burton on the right-hand side. Can't go baseline. She gets cut off by Finley. Circles it back out to McFall. And now McFall around the top of the horn. On the dribble. Looks inside. Sends it across over to Atkinson. Atkinson now picks up her dribble, bounces it down in low there on the baseline as Burton curls it back out and tries to go back baseline. Her shot goes up and it bounces around and comes off, and the ball's tipped out, and Finley's got it for Monroe County. Chance here to cut more into the lead, and she lost the handle, went behind her back, and down to the floor. Burton comes up with it, gives to McFall, ahead up to Atkinson. Atkinson driving in, that'll be a collision, an offensive foul.
Easy call right there, just ran right over her as she was set up and waiting.
Second foul on Atkinson. That'll be the first of the second quarter for Barren, and she's going to come out of the ball game. Shelby Bird back in for Barren. Just over a minute gone. Here it's 14-7 Trojanettes as they try to trap the ball in the backcourt. And here is Thompson. Thompson in the lane, going under, putting it up. It's too strong against the glass, and McFall comes out of there with it for the Trojanettes. McFall ahead on the left side. Burton down low. Here is Bird posted up, trying to go in against her defender. McFall for a three-point attempt. It's way off the mark, and an offensive rebound underneath as Gerald's got trapped in there. And there's Bird up the baseline, bouncing there to Wilson, and she puts it up and in. And it's 16-7. Pass is deflected, stolen. Gerald's has it. Gerald's takes it inside, and a foul called on somebody. Who's it on? We're going to put it on Turner, her first, team's first of the second quarter.
Katie Gerald's at the line for the Trojanettes.
Katie Gerald's has made 24 out of 35 free throw shots this season, and the first one is up and good. Gives her 5 points here in the basketball game. And it's 17-7. Katie Elmore back in the court now for Barren, for Riley Wilson. Second shot also good. Full court pressure, 18-11. Barren County. And there's going to be a travel in the backcourt called against Hawkins. Monroe only one field goal so far. It was a 3.
4 turnovers to go along with that just this quarter. They're up to 11 for the game.
As Bird sends it out, Burton over to McFall. McFall looking down to the corner. It's Gerald's back out to Bird. Now Gerald's with it. Sends it to McFall, and it's stolen away. Couldn't handle it. Yokley, left-handed shot, partially blocked. And a foul that will send Yokley to the free throw line. The foul is on Barren County's Addison McFall.
That's our first, team second.
Number 2 against the Trojanettes in this quarter. First free throw is good. For Yokley, that's her first. They're 5 of 5 from the foul line. Now make it 6 for 6. She connects on that. So 6 of their 9 points have been from the charity stripe.
Yeah, 2/3, and we said that in the opening. We cannot foul them on those drives to the bucket and give them easy buckets.
And it comes to Gerald's. Gerald's diagonal pass down to Elmore, out to Bird for a 3. Got it.
Inside out threes.
So the first Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home 3-point shot tonight for Barren County. It's 21-9. That matches their largest lead when they were up 12-0. And here's Yokley working around to Turner on the right side. She wants to drive against Burton, puts up the shot, no good, but a foul. Foul is on Burton, her first, team's 3rd of the quarter. And so that sends Ansley Turner to the free throw line. Had the 3-pointer back in the first quarter along with 2 free throws and connects on that one. They are 7 for 7 from the stripe.
You almost guard them a little bit differently. Usually shooters, you're wanting to run off the line and not let them have threes. I would take a couple steps back from them and force them to be shooting the 3 instead of driving right now.
Yep. And they've hit 8 for 8 out of their 11 points. 21-11, Trojanettes. Slagle throws it across over to Bird. Wasn't looking for Burton, or Burton wasn't looking for it. Slagle let go of the basketball. Burton on the left side. The corner goes to Gerald's. Sends it out top to Bird. Straight away, 3, bottom.
You can't give her that much daylight. They weren't even 2 or 3 steps from her.
Another Hatcher and Sadler 3 this quarter. And we'll get a foul as Turner tried to split through the defenders. And it will be on Burton, and that's her second. So now 2 starters for Barren with 2 fouls. Burton has 2. Atkinson has 2, and we got a timeout. With 4:58 to go in the first half, it's Barren County 24, Monroe County 11. This is a Scooters Coffee timeout.
Monroe County was in our district for just short of 20 years, probably, weren't they?
Yeah.
And moved to a 5-team district. They haven't, for them, I think they thought that'd be a beneficial move, but all in all, it hasn't been productive. If you say productive is going to regional tournaments or being successful in that district, just getting used to that. That's their old district. That's where they came from, obviously, before they switched. And long ago, Edmondson was in our district. Edmondson moved to the 3rd, and then that brought Monroe to us.
Yeah, they have not been to the regional tournament since they returned back to the 16th.
And to be honest with you, they've had some teams that probably should have gone.
That's true.
In our opinion.
Yep. Here's Thompson, right side of the circle. Brings it out. 4:48 to go in a half. Barren County 24, Monroe County 11. Turner out between the circles. Puts down the dribble. Heads right side. Bounce pass. Kind of ricocheted off the shoulder there of Thompson. Bird pulls up, shoots a three. No good. Offensive rebound, Slagle. Shovels it back out. McFall for three. It's off the mark. And the rebound comes down to Turner from Monroe County. Turner weaving through traffic. Takes it in the lane. Her shot goes up. It's in there and a foul. Foul is on McFall, and that's number 2 on her. 5 on the Trojanettes in this quarter. And so McFall will check out. Hannah Bragg will return. 24-13. Turner has 9 of Monroe County's 13 points and cans the free throw. 5 for 5 for the line and even 10, and it's 24-14.
Staying in it just from the free throw line.
Yep. They are 9 for 9 from the charity stripe. Here's Bragg. Hands it over now to Elmore. Shakes one way, goes the other. Flips up the shot. It won't go. Rebound comes off to Turner. Pushing it down the floor for the Lady-Falcons and had it swiped out of her hands. And Gerald's trying to go for it, and it's out of bounds. So Monroe gets it back. Was the largest lead 14, I think, was the largest lead at one time. There's Thompson, and Gerald's tying it up. Possession arrow goes back to Monroe County. Fenley will toss it in. 3:50 to go in a half. Barren leads it by 10. Wide open 15-footer, right side, no good. Put back up and no good for Thompson. And clearing it out of there is Elmore for the Trojanettes. Head up to Bird. Bird stops and fires in there to Gerald. Gerald gets cut off down low. They swing it over now to Slagle. Slagle on the left side. Brings it out to the top. 3.5 to go. Barren 24, Monroe 14. Slagle, left side, it's Elmore. Had a wide open look, didn't take it. Back to Elmore on the left wing, looking for Bird. Now going to float it over the head of Bragg, and it goes out of bounds. She tried to save it.
What I mean by that, when I say sit down and disengage, you've got to sit down, be able to get your balance, and then get off of your defender so you can go grab the basketball and put it in. She's doing a great job positioning herself. We just got to get it to her so she can score.
Got Sheffield back on the court now for Monroe County. Here's Turner working around to the right. Shovels it down to Sheffield. Hands it back off to Turner. Turner fires up a 15-footer, and it comes off. Rebounded there by Elmore. Alley pass comes to Bird. Bird stops and gives it to Gerald. Gerald sends it over now. There's Elmore for a three. It's good.
We are definitely not forcing things. We're not taking the first look. We're getting a better look.
So now 3 Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home 3-point shots here in this quarter for Barren County to push the lead back out to 13. It's 27-14. Turner with it out front. Gets a screen as Gerald comes over to pick her up. Now she's in trouble. Pass is deflected but caught there by Thompson. Thompson trying to backtrack in, puts it up with the left hand and drops it in. Her first 2 points of the ball game, and that's just their third field goal this half. 27-16, Barren. 2:08 to go first half. Riley Wilson turns, going to go to the bucket, puts it up and in. Almost tied up there, and then kind of jerked it loose and was able to get it and take it to the rack. And what we got here? Bird goes to the deck, and a 22, that is Yoakley.
Shelby looked like she blocked the pass and tried to go get it, and Yoakley just held on to her and didn't let her do so.
1:54 to go in a half, 29-16, Trojanettes. Riley Wilson, Katie Elmore, Katie Gerald, Addie Slagle, Shelby Bird for Barren right now.
It was Monroe's 13th turnover, and coincidentally, we lead by 13.
Addie Slagle trying to penetrate, looking for Wilson. It's knocked away. Turnover by Barren. The end of the front court with it there is Biggerstaff. Biggerstaff hands it off to Sheffield. Sheffield cuts back to the right. Bounces over now to Sheffield once again, or Biggerstaff, that is. Down to a minute 22 to go in the half. Back to the right side is Finley. Finley dribbles with left hand up. Toppers. Thompson a three. Good. Thompson, that normally not a three-point shooter either, but cans that one, and it's 29-19. Back to within 10 as we come down to 1 minute to play here in the first half. Right side is Shelby Bird. Now Bird putting down the dribble. 55 seconds to play. Katie Gerald's with it now. She's going to drive to the basket, trying to go up and under. Shot no good. Rebound comes off in there to Biggerstaff. 45 seconds to go in the half. Biggerstaff can cut this Barren County lead to single digits after leading by as many as 14. Here's Yoakley with it out front. Down to 30 seconds to play. Yoakley still on the dribble. Not being defended. Down to 20. Looking over Coach Clifton Hamilton. Final play of the game. They're going to keep it for one. Down to 13 seconds. And now they look for Biggerstaff. Ball stolen away. Elmore gets in front of everybody. Takes it to the basket. Shot it too hard. And the rebound of Monroe County. Yoakley at midcourt throws it up. It comes up short, and that's the end of the first half.
They called a foul on a desperation heave, and they're going to get 3 free throws.
So they're going to put the foul on Slagle, is that right?
It is.
I didn't
correct.
see anything there. I didn't see any kind of contact or anything.
In my opinion, there wasn't a whole lot. Nobody's going to complain if you don't call that and you just leave that alone and go to the halftime break. We'll watch it back on the replay there.
Well, Yoakley's at the line for 3, and she's already made her first one, and it's 29-20. Second shot is on the way. Good again. They are perfect from the line so far. They're 11 of 11 from the charity stripe. Here's Yoakley for the third attempt, and she missed it. So we're at halftime. It is 29-21. Barren County leading Monroe. We'll be back with our halftime in a moment. This is Trojanet basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Cold weather means you've got some things to take care of, like heat to keep you warm and comfortable. Put it on your list of things to do. A call to Southern States Glasgow to fill your propane tank. Southern States is one of the top suppliers of propane gas in the country, and your Southern States in Glasgow is the local, smart, reliable source for all your propane needs. Safe, clean-burning propane gas is the premier energy source for heating and appliances. Call 651-6167 and 651-2159.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Just past the railroad tracks.
Reliable internet and great customer service? 2 things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to scrtc.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Elementary in Bulldog Country.
Yes, sir.
How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing great. How are you, sir?
Doing good. Trying to get back in the swing of things.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm telling you, it's been January has been weather-wise, been a rough month so far, hasn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A little up and down, a little topsy-turvy, a little precip along the way.
I'm telling you.
So, yeah, we're just trying to get back in the swing of things, get going that second semester, just wrapped up our second 9 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be getting ready for some A and B honor roll recognitions, all A honor roll, some perfect attendance for the second quarter, stuff like that. Got our elementary beta kids heading up to Lexington today, so they're headed there right now. And later on in the week, our junior beta will be heading up there as well. So they're excited to go and get to have their beta convention there in Lexington. So we're excited for them. I'll go up Thursday and hang out with them all day and watch them do some different competitions and things. So we're excited about that.
So you've only had, 3 days of school?
Yeah, that's correct. A couple NTI days in there, and a couple days last week as well. And so looks like clear skies this week. So hopefully we'll get
no snow in the forecast.
That's right. We'll get a full.
It may be a little chilly, but I can take that over the snow and ice any day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So tell me about the NTI, how that works for you on the elementary level.
Yes, sir. So, most of our kids at Temple Hill in 2nd grade through 6th grade, they have digital assignments on their Chromebooks and whatnot. Teachers post those assignments, and parents have access to see the messages that teachers send out and so forth. And then our littles, our preschool, kindergarten, 1st grade students, they have just some learning packets that they do, just a review of some learning, reading and math, different things like that. So, it works pretty well. We do our best to continue that instruction piece on a day that otherwise would be made up at the end of the year. So, we have good participation rates. Teachers are available all day long to check in with families if they need it. They just shoot them a message through our Rooms app or an email. So it works pretty well, and we're proud of everybody for working so hard to get that done.
Wouldn't it have been nice if we'd have had email and computers back when?
Man, it would have.
You would have had computers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had a typewriter.
A typewriter. Hey, I think I was the last typewriter class at Barren County High School, I do believe, before they went to the computers there. But yeah, it makes it nice as far as not having to tack all those on at the end of the year. So we're thankful for the opportunity to do those NTI days when the situation calls for it.
Do most kids work with that NTI?
Yeah, I mean we have
pretty
good participation rates. Every now and then there's a few kiddos that for whatever reason couldn't do it.
We'll get out and play the snow a little bit.
Yeah, we give them a little bit of time to work on that when they get back to class. And but yeah, it's a pretty good system, and we're glad that we have that opportunity from the state.
How many students this year?
We're trending pretty good. We just enrolled 4 more this past week, so we're rocking and rolling out at Temple Hill. Anybody that needs a small rural community school with a big heart and a teaching work ethic, we'd love to have you out in Bulldog Land.
Of course, you pull some from Monroe County.
Every now and then, sometimes Monroe, sometimes Metcalf. But, it's a great school. Love being there. It's my 7th year being principal out there at Temple Hill. The greatest place in Barren County, in my opinion. Love it. And so we're always excited to welcome new Bulldogs.
Well, maybe you can get back into a regular routine this week. It's good to see you,
Corey. Good to see you, Mr. Turner.
You take care of yourself. Have a good semester.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Thank you so much.
All right. Corey Edwards, the principal at Temple Hill Elementary, with us at halftime. We'll look over the stats and scoring when we come back after this break. This is Trojanet basketball at WCLU 104.7 FM.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access.
and Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club, and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Get it. In the ball game with a 12-0 lead, and eventually led up with a 14-7 first quarter lead. And the second quarter was a 15-14 Barren County edge for that second period. And this is the SCRTC halftime report. SCRTC's alternative to cable is MyStream TV. Switch today and save on your cable bill as we take a look at the halftime stats presented by Riley Dental Group. Monroe County had 4 field goals the entire first half. 2 of those were three-point shots, but what kept them in the game in the first half? Free throws, 11 of 12 from the line. So 11 of their 21 points came from the free throw line. Ansley Turner with 10 points to lead Coach Clifton Hamilton's team. A couple of field goals, one of those a 3. She was 5 for 5 from the line. Sarah Thompson with a 3 and a 2 for 5. 4 points for Carly Oakley on 4 of 5 free throws, and 2 for 2 at the line for Ella Fidley. That was the scoring for Monroe County in the first half. Barren County had 11 field goals. 3 of those were three-pointers, all made in the second quarter. 4 for 4 from the line. Shelby Bird with 10 in the first half. 2 threes and 2 twos. 7 for Katie Elmore, a 3, a 2, and 2 for 2 from the foul line. Katie Gerald's a couple of field goals and 2 for 2 from the stripe. Riley Wilson had a couple of field goals in that second quarter, as Riley Wilson had 4 points and a 2-point basket from Ann Ashley Atkinson. The foul situation, Atkinson, Burton, Schlegel, and McFall all have 2 apiece, and nobody from Monroe has more than 1, as Yoakley, Turner, Hawkins, and Sheffield all have 1 apiece.
They only committed 14 fouls the whole half.
Yeah.
So
and we had 9 altogether.
Hard for them to be in foul trouble. We made 7 more field goals than they did in that first period, and only up 8. As you mentioned, free throws the biggest difference. We're not shooting many, and they're hitting every one they had except for that very last one they shot. We were 11 of 23 for 48%. They were 4 of 17 for 24. We hit 3 of 8. They hit 2 of 4 from 3. They almost doubled us up turnover-wise, 13-7, and they did out-rebound us, though, 14-9, and had 4 offensive boards to just 3 of ours. So we clearly have to quit fouling them, quit sending them to the free throw line, and really shore up our defense. I wouldn't rule out throwing in some kind of man, 1-3-1, different type of defense just to change things up a little bit as we go into the second half.
And this third quarter is brought to you by Extreme Health Club and ATM Media Solutions. It'll be Barren County's basketball to start the third. Shelby Bird at midcourt bounces into play to Mahala Burton. Katie Elmore and Ashley Atkinson. Katie Gerald starting the second half. Here's Burton trying to go backdoor. Bird catches it, goes inside, splits the defenders, and puts it in.
Step through 2 defenders for that finish to start the second half.
31-21, back up to 10. And Turner gets it off to Yoakley. Plenty of the different going inside. There's Turner. And a pass or the hand. Oh, went off of Atkinson, looks like. Just off her fingertips there.
Bobbled around. Nobody could really grab it, so it was a 50-50 ball that we didn't win.
Thompson to put it in for Monroe County. Having some trouble. And almost threw it away, and she did. I mean, it's going to come right to Piper Lindsay here at the bench. So Barren County will have the ball. Timeout by Coach Clifton Hamilton and the Lady-Falcons.
Well, we didn't even play. Well, we just played 30 seconds, and he's not very happy with a quick turnover.
31-21. Barren had a 14-point lead at one time. Started the ball game leading 12-0, and then Monroe had cut it to 8 at 29-21 before that basket from Shelby Bird to put it back out to a 10-point lead at 31-21.
They're 9-5, right?
Yes.
They're top 10 in the region by the polls that you look at.
Yep.
They've beaten the teams they probably should beat, and they've lost to the teams they probably should have lost to. So they're, an average ball club in this region, but part of what keeps them in it is if they're scoring 60 points a game, that's going to be a lot of teams around here, the way the region sets up. So not tonight, however. They're on pace just to shoot or score right over 40 points.
And, they got to compete against Metcalfe County and Cumberland County. That's a tough district with Russell County in there, too. Clinton probably the weakest of the 5 right now. Elmore breaking into the lane, bounces over on the baseline. Here's Atkinson, fires and hits. And that's her second field goal of the ball game. The lead back up to 12 at 33-21. The largest has been 14. They break the pressure as Finley goes in the corner. Turner fires a 3, comes up short. Thompson puts it back up, and she's fouled. And Burton just committed her 3rd personal foul. And that is the first of the 3rd for Barren. They committed 10 fouls the first half. Monroe only committed 4. The free throw is good for Thompson. And she has 6 points.
Turner barely hit the rim with that 3, and it fell awkwardly, and that's why Mihala had to get tied up and really draw the foul. Got to do a better job rebounding the basketball and a better job cutting them off on the drives. That'd be the 2 things we have to shore up if we want to extend what's now a 10-point lead.
Yeah. And they are 13 of 14 from the foul line. Feed underneath to Gerald. She puts it up and in from Shelby Bird.
Shelby drew the help and then assisted on the bucket.
35-23. 6:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. They go inside. Here's a shot put up. Oh, foul on Katie Gerald, and that's going to send Hawkins to the free throw line for 2 shots. It's Gerald's first personal. And Hawkins is 13 of 28 from the foul line of the season, averaging 4.5 points a game, and that free throw drops through. Only thing keeping them in the ball game. And they are 14 of 15 from the line.
When they beat the pressure, they're getting it right here in the middle of the lane, and they're not a small basketball club. Their size and their strength's really allowing them to at least get it up and draw some fouls, and then they're cashing in.
Lead is 10, 35-25 after Hawkins makes both. 6:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. Slagle fires it off to Gerald. Gerald comes off the screen from Bird. Out top, Atkinson. Back over it goes to Slagle. She gets the screen, hooks it back in there to Elmore, and the ball's batted loose and stolen. In a trap. Here comes Yoakley with it. Right side over to Finley. Feeds it down to Thompson. It's no good, but they're going to call a foul on Katie Gerald. Just got a little bump there. That's her second, team's 3rd. And so Thompson goes back to the free throw line. First one is good. Well, they shoot 61.7% from the line as a team.
On the same wavelength right there. That's what I just looked at is their team percentage, but they're blowing that out of the water tonight.
Yeah. She did miss the second one. And the lead is in the single digits, 35-26. 5:55 to go to 3rd quarter. Hand it off to Slagle, shovels it off to Atkinson. Atkinson can't penetrate. Gerald hands it back off to Slagle. Now gives it to Atkinson. Back to Gerald. Working into the right side of the lane. Kicks it back over to Elmore. 3-point attempt is no good. Rebound to Thompson. Monroe County with the ball. Thompson shovels it right back off. Inside, going for the shot. It's coming up short. Got her on rebound. That is Hawkins. And the ball, not sure what happened here, but had a little, it's going to be charged to Turner, her second.
That's our second team's first.
Team's first of the 3rd period. 5:25 to go 3rd. Barren County 35, Monroe County 26. Slagle with the basketball, gives it over to Atkinson. Atkinson looking for the cutter. Out top with it is Elmore. Swings it back to the left to Slagle. And now Slagle back out to Elmore. Over goes to Atkinson again. Here's Bird, swings it left. Elmore looking inside. Faked one way, went the other. Gives to Gerald. Gerald's working in the paint into a crowd in the corner. Atkinson fires away and hits it for a long 2.
She's really bailed us out with 15, 17-footers when we get in trouble like that and somewhere to kick it to.
Driving shot no good for Thompson, but another foul.
We're averaging a foul of possession right now is about where we are. And they're going to be in the bonus from the rest of this quarter, and we still have 4:43 to go.
And Yoakley on the right baseline to toss it in. Feeds it in underneath. Thompson throws it up, missed everything. Underneath the basket, it's stolen away. Elmore had it for Atkinson, had it for a moment. And then a shot for Turner, no good. Coming from the right side, layup good for Finley. And the lead back down to single digits again, 37-28. 4:25 to go in the third period. Barren can push it out to 12, but that's as far as they can get. They had it 14 one time. Gerald's with it right side for Barren. Hands it back off to Bird. Bird wants to drive. Goes under. Throws up the shot and hits it. Got around her defender. 14 points for Shelby Bird. Ball gets knocked loose, but Monroe County keeps it into the front court. Right side is Finley. There's a shot down inside, and it is good for Hawkins.
Defensive miscommunication, and nobody picked up Hawkins right in the middle of the lane.
And Bird, ball knocked away. Finley's got it from Monroe. She's going to take it to the rack and lays it up and in. And now the lead is cut to 7. That's the closest Monroe County has been since early in the ball game.
Since it was probably 14-7.
It was 14-7 at the end of the first quarter.
They've hit their last 3 field goals. We haven't missed from 2-point land, but right now they're just making more than we are.
Gerald's found an opening and took it to the basket, put it in. Kind of cut one way, went back the other. Gerald's now with 10 points and a timeout by Barren with 3:25 to go here in the third period. Barren County 41, Monroe County 32. This is a full timeout for the Trojanettes. This full timeout brought to you by Scooters Coffee.
We're actually being more productive and more of a spread, a 5-out spread, 5 out, 4 in, or 5 out, 1. We can't play 6, so 4 out, 1 in, or just 5 all the way around the perimeter. Just taking our man one-on-one. That's what Shelby did 2 possessions ago, and that's what Gerald did that last possession. So the weave is actually congesting things and allowing them to sag off because we're not really looking to score around the perimeter. We're looking to drive it. So I like the change in offensive strategy, and I think what you're going to see in this timeout, just guessing, but I think we're going to see some kind of defensive shift as well because we cannot continue to have mismatches. We can't continue to send them to the free throw line. We can't continue to let them drive to the bucket. So a lot of things that we need to shore up defensively, and I know that's hard to say when there's only 32 points on the board for the other team. So, but when you're, as we've said in the Glasgow game, when you're keeping the margins close but not scoring a ton, it always keeps the other team in the game.
Well, half of Monroe County's points have been from the free throw line tonight. They're 16 of 18. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
When you do the math on that one.
For a team that averages not even 62%, they're shooting, you said 16 of 18?
16 of 18.
They're shooting 89% from the strike.
89%. The only thing keeping them in the ball game. 3:22 to go, third period. Finley with it for Monroe. Working against Slagle. Bounce pass goes to Yoakley. Turner feeding it down inside. Ball gets poked away, and then Bird got knocked to the floor and then picked back up by Finley, and she lays it up and in.
We all went for the loose ball, and they got it, and there was nobody behind on the defensive end. 4 buckets in a row for Monroe, down to 7.
Bird with it on the left side. Sends it back out top to Slagle. Slagle back over to Bird. Just under 3 minutes to play here in the third period. Barren with a 7-point lead. Bird looking inside. There's Riley Wilson, who's back on the court now. Back over to Bird. 2:40 to play. Bounces it back out to Slagle. Now Slagle gives it back to Bird out front. 2.5 to go. 41-34 Trojanettes. Trying to work it into the paint. Spins back in the lane. Throws it up, and it rolls in.
Just muscles it up.
Yep.
We still haven't missed a 2.
16 for Shelby Bird. It's 43-34. And there's going to be a reach-around foul on Elmore.
And there's where the bonus comes into play.
That's number 5.
Wasn't much of a foul, but I guess it's one they decided not to let go.
And it will be 2 shots. Not sure who is at the line.
We'll see. It should be
Sheffield.
0.
Sheffield. And that's Katie Elmore's 3rd personal. She's the 2nd Trojanette to pick up 3.
I think Gerald is going to come in for her right here.
Sheffield connects to the free throw. She averages 3.4 points a game. Now they are 17 of 19 from the line. And the second shot hits the front of the iron. Rebound to Wilson. Elmore ahead up to Bird. So we come down to the 2-minute mark of the third period. Slagle with it out front. Sends it over to Gerald's. Gerald's down to Wilson to the right. Halfway to the corner. Wilson needs some help. Feeds it down underneath to Atkinson. Throws it up with the left hand. Too strong. And here comes Finley. Finley leaves it out there with Yoakley. Yoakley bounces inside. Here's a shot put up, no good. Here was another foul.
It's a foul fest here.
Foul was on Riley Wilson. That is her first. And 2 shots for Sheffield. She was just there a moment ago. Hit 1 of 2. And this one is too strong off the back iron.
They've committed as many fouls the whole game as we have just this quarter.
Yep. Second one, rims good. Addison McFall returns to the court for Barren County. Atkinson will check out. 1:41 to go here in the third quarter. Barren County 43, Monroe County 36. Slagle, left side, McFall. Couple of dribbles, needs some help. Had it poked away, and ball got knocked loose again, and Gerald's has it. Gerald's sends it out to Slagle. Slagle working out there against Yoakley. And McFall saved it from going out of bounds, but here goes Finley to the basket. Shot rejected by Bird and out of bounds.
Good job. She made sure there was an arm length between her and the defender, so she was not to be called with another foul.
Finley will toss it in for Monroe County. Finley still looking, gets it in play. There to Hawkins. Back out to Finley. Finley heading toward the paint. We got a illegal screen, and that's against Hawkins.
Hawkins, that's her second, team
It's her second one, team second. 16-6 on the fouls for the entire night.
Little disparity, eh?
Yeah. Slagle, backdoor pass, Bird for the layup, got it.
Good look. She kind of trusted that Shelby would break free. She did, and wide open layup.
18 points for Shelby Bird. It's 45-36. 45 seconds to play, third period. Turner with it for Monroe County. Right side it goes to Finley. Finley looking out top, Hawkins. Hawkins making a move to the left side, gets around Wilson, fell down with it, and Bird comes up with a basketball. Bird breaks it into the front court, gives to Slagle. Out of the corner, shot no good. And battle for the rebound. Wilson trying to go back up, and we're going to have a foul called. She was right underneath the bucket. The foul is on Turner. That is number 3 on Ansley Turner. The third foul of the quarter. It's the only quarter they've had more than 2 fouls committed. Riley Wilson puts it up. It goes off the left side of the rim. .22.5 seconds to play. Wilson back up at the stripe for one more. And it's on the way, and she banked it in. That's all right. It don't matter. As long as it goes in.
It counts.
Yep. Back up to 10. It's 46-36. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Yoakley with it for the Lady-Falcons. McFall defending her out front. Down to 8. She may take her one-on-one. But nope, they go in the corner there to Finley. Finley trying to work it inside. She falls down with it, got rid of the basketball. Shot at the horn, comes up short, and that will end the third period. So after 3, it's Barren County 46, Monroe County 36. We'll return after this break. This is Trojanet basketball at WCLU 104.7 FM.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
In court, Jay Turner with Robert Bowers. We enter quarter number 4. The Trojanettes 46, the Lady-Falcons 36. Monroe had 15 points that quarter, and Barren had 17. Shelby Bird leading all scores tonight with 18 for Barren County. Lady Falcon basketball. Here's Finley with it out front, guarded by Addie Slagle. Right side it goes to Yoakley. They work it to Turner at the right elbow. Sends it over the left side there to Sheffield. Drives into the paint, goes up. Shot blocked in there by Bragg, who just checked in to start the fourth quarter. Here comes Katie Elmore with it. Elmore driving to the bucket, missed the shot. And a battle for the rebound is going to be off the Lady Falcons. So now we got McFall, Elmore, Slagle, Bragg, and Burton starting the fourth quarter for Coach Piper Lindsay. Needs some help. Lobs it in there to Bragg. Goes back to Burton. Kicks it out to Slagle for 3. Yes, sir.
She needed that one. She hadn't got very many good looks tonight.
Yeah. First Hatcher and Sadler 3 of the night. 4 for the ball game. Here's a pass deflected, taken by Bragg. 49-36. All of a sudden, it's back up to 13. Here's Slagle with it on the left side. Being defended out there by Turner. Slagle off the left elbow is Elmore. Burton with it. Burton can't penetrate. Dumps it back to Elmore. That gives it back to Burton for the 3. It is no good. Rebound comes off to Yoakley. Yoakley into the front court, pushing it to the right side. A 3 by Sheffield is off the mark. And Turner with the offensive board. Back out. Finley for 3. No. Long rebound chase down again. Sheffield has it. Gives it back out to Finley.
12 offensive boards for them. Way too many.
Sheffield shovels it back off. Yoakley for 3. It's off the mark. And Slagle has it for the Trojanettes. Slagle pushing it down. Bounce pass underneath to Burton. Puts it up. It is no good, but a foul. Foul is on Yoakley, her second.
That's her second, team's first.
Team's first of the fourth quarter. And Mahala Burton at the free throw line. 12 of 18 this season from the stripe for the freshman. Free throw is on the way. Good. That's her first point tonight.
They're out rebounding us by 10. And one of the reasons is they're not missing free throws to get rebounds. And they're getting a ton of their own rebounds as well. So just not really a department that we've struggled a whole lot in tonight. We are.
50-36. That matches the largest lead tonight. How about putting it up to 15 now as Burton connects?
Well, we shot 73% in that third quarter, and we just shot the lights out of it as they were trying to stay in the basketball game.
Yoakley cut off down low in there by Bragg. That had a bad pass. Here comes Elmore with it for the Trojanettes. Elmore driving to the bucket is going to be fouled. Foul is on Sheffield, her second. Team second of the quarter. Katie Elmore 2 for 2 in the first quarter. Has not scored since halftime when she knocked down a 3 in the second period. 7 points on the night. Free throw is up and good. And now it's 52-36. As Finley checks out for Monroe County, and in is Biggerstaff. Elmore's second try, also good. 53-36, 17-point lead for the Trojanettes. On a 7-0 run to start this first 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Sheffield dumps it down underneath, and it's lost out of bounds there by Biggerstaff.
20. Make it 20 turnovers now, and with a 3, we can make it a 20-point lead.
Burton, left side, McFall. Now McFall gives it back out to Burton. She's guarded closely by Sheffield. Sends it back out to Slagle. Slagle being chased out there. Sheffield really putting the pressure on her. McFall gets away from her defender, pulls up with 14-footer, no good. Battle for the rebound. Burton trying to go back up with it, got a foul call. Foul is on Sarah Thompson. It's her first 3 on Monroe here in the fourth quarter. So Burton right back to the free throw line for another pair. This shot goes up good. 3 in a row there for Mahala Burton. Makes it 54-36. This fourth quarter is brought to you by CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm and made for yours. That free throw is in and out. And Monroe County back the other way. They give it out to Yoakley. Yoakley spins back to the right, pivots around, gives it off to Thompson, fakes, drives in the paint, gives it back out now to Sheffield, working down inside. Her ball gets knocked away, and Trojanettes have it off the turnover. What's that, number 22 now?
21, yeah.
21. Hooks it in the left corner, and Burton was battling for it, and Turner in there too. And they're going to call the foul on Burton, and that will be number 4.
That's her forward, team second.
Second one of the fourth quarter for Barren. With 5:01 left to play.
Opened up with the first 8. That'll quickly kind of dash the dreams of Monroe County getting back in it. And they've hung around 7, 8, 10-point mark for pretty much the whole third period, even with us shooting almost 75% in the quarter.
Finley floats it in there to Thompson, turns, pivots around, works it inside, going under. Another foul here on the Trojanettes, and this one will be on Elmore. That's number 4. So now 2 starters for Barren with 4 fouls apiece. Burton and now Elmore. And to put Sarah Thompson at the free throw line for Monroe County, where she's 3 of 4. She misses that one to go 3 for 5. After having a hot start there in the first half. Monroe's missed 4 free throws here in the second half. Second one is good. That gives her 9 points. That is 54-37.
Just their first point in the quarter, though.
Yeah, came at 4:41. Slagle had an open track to go, and here's Atkinson over to Bragg. The jumper is no good from 15. Rebound comes off to Finley for Monroe County. Finley trying to lead Bird, going to the basket, and gets hammered from behind. And Shelby Bird, that's her first, team's 4th of the quarter. And that will send Finley to the free throw line, where she's 2 for 2.
Shelby's usually really good at that. But when usually she does it, she doesn't have anybody in front of her to help. She had Hannah right there. So there's no need to kind of come from behind when Hannah can defend and have your help in the front side. And that's what Piper just called her over and told her.
Second one is missed. The rebound comes in the hands of Bragg. 54-38, 4:17 still to play in this fourth quarter. Slagle into the paint, gives to McFall from 12. It is good.
She got as deep as she could, then found an outlet.
So McFall scores her first 2 points tonight. It's 56-38. Bragg cutting off Hawkins. So they give it back out to Thompson. Thompson with a crossover move, trying to work against Bird. Puts up the shot. It's good. Thompson, her 3rd field goal of the game, first of the second half. And she has 11. 56-40, Barren. 3:42 to go here in the ball game. Bragg with it on the right side with it for the Trojanettes. Feeds it back down underneath to Atkinson. The shot goes up and in.
Shelby set an up screen, and Ann Ashley was able to just cut right to the bucket.
58-40. Lead is back up to 18. Thompson working inside there against Bird. Out to Hawkins. The bounce pass to the baseline there to Biggerstaff. And now with it is Hawkins. And they try to go down low.
Didn't see that. I think they're going to call McFall.
It's going to be 3 on Addison McFall. Is that the 5th team foul or the 4th team foul?
4, evidently.
Okay. 58-40, 3:10 to play. Yoakley goes inside to Thompson. No. And it's taken away in there by Slagle.
Shelby wanted to get it.
Yep. And there's McFall with the bounce pass underneath to Atkinson, and it rolls in. Kind of went underneath the rim, but it went up and in. So Atkinson gets her 10th point. It's now a 20-point lead for Barren. Pull-up jumper, free throw line, no good for Yoakley. Rebound comes off to Bird. Got a 2-on-2 break with a long bounce pass. Slagle flips up the shot. Almost went in. McFall with the rebound. Back to Slagle. The shot is partially blocked. Braga's going to put it back up. No good. And Monroe County out of there with it. With 2.5 minutes to play. Ball is loose on the floor. Scramble for it. It's going everywhere. And coming up with it is Finley. Finley driving to the basket. Shot rejected from behind by Bird and out of bounds. A little helter-skelter going on out there.
Yeah, got a little sloppy there, but all of a sudden we're down to just 2:22 to go, and it's ballooned to our largest of the night at a 20-point lead.
And it will be Biggerstaff to toss it in. Having trouble. Oh, I think she stepped across the line.
She did, yeah.
Threw it away, but Bragg picked it up. Here's Atkinson on the right side. Pulls up, 15-footer is coming off. Rebound comes off to Turner. Turner pushing it down the floor. Going to go up against Bird. Puts it up and in. Banked it in.
Went across the front of the rim there.
That's her first 2 points in the second half. She has 12. She hit 3 of 2 and 5 of 5 from the line. Here comes Slagle to the basket. Puts it up and in and draws a foul.
I think Addie, and I can be honest with it and say this, I think she struggled a little bit first half. She didn't feel comfortable, just in my opinion. And she would be honest and say the same thing, but I think she's played really, really good here in the fourth quarter, handling the basketball, distributing, made a shot or two, made that and one opportunity here.
Slagle fires it up and in. She's got 6 points all this quarter, a 3, a 2, and a free throw. An old-fashioned three-point play there. Puts the lead back to 21. That's been the largest now for Barren, 63-42. With a minute 48 to play. Driving with it is Finley. Throws it up in the lane. No. Bragg comes up with a rebound. Dumps it off to Atkinson. Atkinson in the middle. Bird pulls up. Free throw line shot. Rims off. Monroe County with a rebound. A minute and a half to go. Turner into the front court. Crossover dribble left. Reverses back to the top. Gives it to Yoakley. Yoakley down low. They work it inside. The shot is rejected. It's Kane with the ball. Her first trip into the lineup, and a shot goes up and in from the left baseline by Biggerstaff, and that's her first 2. Brenda Kane in the ballgame, a 5'6" freshman. Here's Bird, floats it down to Bragg. One dribble, throws it back out to Bird, gives it over now to Atkinson, to Slagle as we come down to 1 minute to play. 63-44. Bragg posted down low, turns, one dribble, puts it up and in.
Good job setting down, being comfortable with the footwork, just spinning and putting it in, and we'll get a timeout for some substitutions there as the lead is back to our largest.
65-44, Barren County. And we'll get Reagan Wilson to the ball game, number 14, 5'10" freshman. We'll see who else comes in.
I think Hannah Wilson.
5'4" sophomore.
Riley Griffiths.
Reagan Griffiths, 5'9" sophomore.
Ava Mullins,
5'9" freshman. And anybody else?
Let's see. I think Cannon's in.
Alexis Cannon. No, she's headed back to the bench. Nope. She's just. I don't know if she really knew. Okay, am I in the ball game here? Okay.
Just playing with us to see if we can say her name, I think. So I think that's got it. Wilson, Mullins, Cannon, Griffiths, and who's the last one?
Got 2 Wilsons.
Wilson. Yeah, Wilson and Wilson.
50 seconds to go. Turner with a basketball from Monroe County. She's guarded by Hannah Wilson. Drives it to the left side. Gives it off to Biggerstaff. Biggerstaff out top now to Sheffield. Right side ring. It is 3 for Finley. No good. And the rebound to Ava Mullins for Barren. Is Cannon with it. 28 seconds to play. Cannon going to have to get rid of it. Finally does to Hannah Wilson with 22 seconds to go. She's guarded out there by Turner. Takes it left side, reverses back right. Gives it off to Griffiths. Had an open look at a 3, didn't take it. And now Mullins. Oh, ball's knocked away. Turner comes up with the basketball. Turner will go to the basket, puts it up. It is good, and a foul. Foul is on Hannah Wilson.
Fouls on Hannah Wilson. That's our first team's fifth.
Turner with 14 points in the basketball game. Puts it up and in for point number 15. And it's 65 to, I'm not sure what they put on the board there. 4 seconds to play. Is it 65-45? Does that sound right?
I think that's a little
time
off.
runs out. It's a 20-point victory for Barren County tonight. 65-45 over Monroe County. As Monroe County drops to 9-6 on the year. Barren County goes to 13-2 on the season. As we'll head into our post-game report here in a moment, brought to you by SCRTC. But first, it's Coach's comments, brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Jamie Harris and Sheila Perkins. We'll also take a look at the post-game stats, brought to you by Southern States Co-op in their new location on Cross Street. As Coach Piper Lindsay joins us now, and Trojanettes outscored the Lady-Falcons 19-9. Or is that another?
Yeah, 40,
is that right?
It was 47.
Okay. It was 47? Okay, they didn't put the last two up there. Anyway, 18-point win for you, Coach. Started out pretty hot there early, 12-0, and then they made some free throws, what kept them in the ball game for the most part.
I thought we started off really, really well. I thought our press was effective, and then it's just kind of like we let them have more energy than we did, and I feel like they got to the free throw line several times. I know we foul, but goodness, and it just kind of seemed like every 50-50 baller, every deflection just went to them every single time. It was just like, and you can't fault the girls for that. Just keep playing hard. That's what we told them in the locker room. Just felt like they just kind of, everything just kept going their way.
I was looking at the free throws. They hit 11 of 12 in the first half, had 16 of 18 there for a while, but then they kind of cooled off a little bit. But I forgot how many turnovers you forced. I think maybe 25, 26 turnovers tonight.
Yeah, and that's one thing you've got to capitalize on, I feel like. And I feel like we were just defensively, we were step slow, and then we were letting them get too downhill too early. But yeah, and I feel like we would turn them over, but then we would turn it right back over at times. Yeah. And again, we just got to clean up those little things.
Then you pulled away in the second half, and it was pretty easy the rest of the way. And you had a chance to get everybody in the ball game.
Yeah, and I thought the third quarter, I felt like we kind of were bad, but still we were +2 after that quarter. But again, you just got to kind of keep fighting. I thought we had a good group there at the end with Hannah Bragg, and I can't remember who I was in, McFall, I think, and Slagle, and maybe Elmo or Shelby, KG, somebody. But that was a really good group. I felt like that we went with for a while, but it's because they were working.
And you had almost 4 players in double figures. Shelby had 18, and then Katie Gerald's and Ashley had 10 apiece. Katie Elmore with 9 tonight.
Yeah, and that was all with foul trouble. Heck, they had 2 fouls. Right. They had 4 fouls. we were, but again, I thought we came together, and it was a really, really good team win.
Well, you go to 13-2. You got Bowling Green coming in tomorrow night, a team that probably not as good as they have been, but they're still pretty good.
They are.
Did lose Wardlow to an injury, and but they still have the Smiley girl and also Macy, I think, back this year.
Yeah, they've got some size too. I was watching a little film earlier. They're big, and they do a heck of a screen and roll. We've got to really make sure that we're in the help on that, and just obviously we're about 5'8" around the board, so we'll have to use our quickness and our guards to hopefully guard them.
Well, Coach, congratulations to you. We'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, Jay, thank you.
All right, Coach Piper Lindsay, the Trojanettes, they win at 65-47 over the Monroe County Lady-Falcons tonight to go to 13-2 on the year. And we'll come back with our post-game coverage in a moment as you're following Trojanet basketball here on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Attention Glasgow. The Glasgow EPB and American Cable, your local authorized dish network retailer, are teaming up to help you save on your monthly bill. When you switch to American Cable and Glasgow EPB Internet, you not only get access to big savings with TV packages starting at only $91.99 a month with a 2-year price guarantee, but you also get 2 years of Netflix absolutely free. This special offer is only valid for a limited time. Call 270-651-8341 or 270-847-4542 now.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Back here for our postgame coverage, the Trojanettes 65, the Lady-Falcons 47. This postgame report is brought to you by SCRTC. SCRTC's alternative to cable is MyStream TV. Switch today and save on your cable bill. As we take a look at the postgame stats, brought to you by Southern States Co-op at their new location on Cross Street. Barren County led at every stop. It was 14-7 at the end of one, 29-21 at halftime, 46-36 after three, and they outscored Monroe County in that final quarter, 19-11. Looking at scoring for Monroe County, they had 12 field goals in the ball game. 2 of those were three-pointers. They were 21 of 27 from the foul line. Ansley Turner leading the way for Monroe County tonight with 15 points. He had 10 of those in the first half. 4 baskets, 1 of those a three-point shot. She was 6 for 6 from the foul line. Sarah Thompson finishing with 11. Had 3 baskets, 1 of those a three-pointer. She was 4 of 6 from the foul line. Ella Finley scoring 9 points tonight. 3 field goals and 3 of 4 from the foul line. 4 points for Carly Yoakley tonight, which is way below her 12-point average of the season. No field goals, 4 of 5 from the foul line. Chloe Hawkins with 4 points and a field goal and 2 free throws. A 2-point basket from Campbell Biggerstaff and 2 of 4 free throws from Talia Sheffield for her 2 points. Barren County had 25 field goals in the ball game. 4 of those were three-pointers. And the Trojanettes were 11 of 13 from the foul line. So Barren County outscored by 10 at the free throw line tonight. Almost 4 players in double figures. Shelby Bird finished with 18 tonight. She had 8 baskets. 2 of those were three-pointers. 10 points for Katie Geralds. 4 baskets, 2 for 2 from the foul line. 5 field goals for Ann Ashley Atkinson for 10. Katie Elmore scores 9 on a 3, a 2, and 4 of 4 from the foul line. Addie Schlegel with all 6 of her points in the fourth quarter, a 3, a 2, and a free throw. 3 of 4 free throws for Mahala Burton tonight. 2 points for Hannah Bragg. Riley Wilson scores 5 on 2 baskets and 1 of 2 from the foul line. And a 2-point basket from Addison McFall. And that was the scoring for Barren County tonight. Of course, the Trojanettes got in foul trouble. But I thought the ones that came off the bench was Schlegel, Bragg, and Wilson and McFall did a pretty good job when they were in there.
I thought we navigated that foul trouble really well. Honestly, if you didn't know it, writing on a piece of paper or talking about it, I don't think you would have noticed the drop-off or noticed the struggle because we were in that foul trouble. So good team effort tonight to pull off that win. Shot the ball really well, 25 for 48 for 52%, 4 of 11 for 3, right about our average there at 36%. They were just 12 of 40 for 30, 2 of 9 from 3 for 22%. That's pretty close to their average as well. We forced them into 23 turnovers, as you heard Piper say. That was a big number for us. 23 turnovers, just 12 for us. They did out-rebound us 30-22, 13 of those being offensive and just 8 for us. So we shot the ball well enough and maybe had some lapses in the defense and lapses in the rebounding, but obviously we shot the ball well enough and just kind of took care of business. Big game for us tomorrow night. Hopefully we're ready to play. We're going to get back in even though it's going to get cold, I think we're going to get back in a routine here this week, 5 days of school and 3 games. So, I think that helps a little bit, just some normalcy. But Bowling Green comes in here not as good as they have been, but they will definitely be a big challenge for us tomorrow night as we turn our attention to the boys.
Even though they lost their point guard to injury, but still they're a pretty good basketball team. I think they were rated 5th today in the Bowling Green Daily News prep poll. Franklin Simpson was 1, Barren County 2, Metcalfe County 3, Warren East 4, and Bowling Green 5. And then you had Cumberland County, Allen County, Scottsville, Todd Central, Monroe, and Greenwood, top 10 of the 17 teams in the 4th region. So when we come back, it's countdown to tip-off for the guys, the Trojans and the Falcons. It's coming up next here from Bobby Steenbergen Court at Barren County High School Gym. And we'll return Barren County basketball here on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Cold weather means you've got some things to take care of, like heat to keep you warm and comfortable. Put it on your list of things to do. A call to Southern States Glasgow to fill your propane tank. Southern States is one of the top suppliers of propane gas in the country, and your Southern States in Glasgow is the local, smart, reliable source for all your propane needs. Safe, clean-burning propane gas is the premier energy source for heating and appliances. Call 651-6167 and 651-2159.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Just past the railroad tracks.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank. Working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Tonight, Coach Warren Cunningham's Barren County Trojans are 7-8 on the season, while sixth-year head coach for the Falcons, Ashley Geralds, they are 7-7 on the season. The Trojans winning a nail-biter Thursday night at Glasgow, winning over the Scotties 49-47 in overtime in a District 15 matchup. Monroe County played in the championship yesterday at Todd Central in the All-A 4th Region Classic, falling to Clinton County by a score of 62-47. Well, the Falcons moved back to the 16th District 2 years ago in a 5-team district with Clinton County, Cumberland County, Metcalfe County, and Russell County. And they finished 15-14 last season, but were 16th District runners-up 2 years ago when they had a record of 18-15. So they have had back-to-back winning seasons, but only one of the last 2 seasons have they advanced to the 4th Region Tournament. Barren County has won 12 of the last 13 meetings against the Falcons, but split last year with Monroe County winning the first game in double overtime. The Falcons won it in Tompkinsville 59-58, and the Trojans winning here at home by 23, 69-46. Monroe County is 3-5 against 4th Region teams, while Barren County is 3-3. The Falcons' wins of the regions are against Todd County Central twice, by 8 and by 13. And Russellville, those two teams are out of District 13. The Falcons beat Russellville by 2. And the losses are to Franklin Simpson by 23, Clinton County twice by 10 and 15, Cumberland County by 1, and Metcalfe County by 11. Of course, Clinton, Cumberland, and Metcalfe, all 3 district opponents in District 16. The only common opponent for both teams that both teams have played this year, Elizabethtown, and the Falcons defeated Elizabethtown early in the season by 2, and the Trojans winning by 14. So this will be a tough physical game as always, because the Falcons always play hard with their top 2 players returning: Bryson Knuckles and Branson Williams, who averaged 17 and 15 respectively. Williams also averages 11.5 rebounds a game, and Knuckles and Williams are just juniors who seems like have been around at least 3 or 4 years. They all played in the 8th grade, and I don't know if they took a year over due to COVID when they were back in 8th grade or not. But anyway, this will be a physical basketball game. And in the win over Glasgow Thursday night, the Trojans shot 39% of the field on 18 of 46, including just 3 of 16 from three-point range. Joshua Decker had a huge night for Coach Warren Cunningham. 24 points and 9 rebounds, the best game he'd had this year. And it's a busy week for Barren County basketball as we're right back here tomorrow night for a doubleheader with Bowling Green, and that will be another tough one. Allen County Scottsville for a district doubleheader here on Friday night. We look at the season stats of both these basketball teams. Monroe County averaging, now this does not include last night's stats against Todd County Central. They were not posted as of this afternoon. But Monroe County averaging 57.3 points a game. They give up 58.2. They average about 6 threes a game. They shoot at 43.3% from the field. They've made 79 three-point shots of the season, and that's about 32% from behind the arc. 68.3% from the foul line, and they average 26 rebounds a game. Again, the stats were not updated last night from the Todd County Central game as of this afternoon. Barren County ranked number 7 in the region this week in the Bowling Green Daily News prep poll. Warren Central was number 1, Bowling Green number 2, Greenwood 3, Clinton County at number 4, South Warren at 5, and then Warren East, Barren County, Cumberland County, Russell County, and Glasgow rounding out the top 10 of the 17 teams in the 4th region. Barren County averages 56.5 points a game, and their opponents average 60.8, shooting 41% from the field. They've made 65 three-point shots of the season, shooting at 23.7%. They make about 61% of their free throw tosses and average about 28.3 rebounds a game. This is the Don Franklin Glasgow Countdown to Tip-Off. Let's look now at the J&J Sales keys to the game tonight for a win for the Trojans.
Well, we squeaked one out the other night, didn't we, against Glasgow. And have a tough game tomorrow night against Bowling Green. So this feels like it's the same Monroe County team we played for about the last 6 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, they have some good size, and they have some really good scorers, shoot the ball well. So we have to tonight just kind of continue to build. We're also at the halfway point. Our boys have played 15 games, so we're a little over the halfway point in the season. So it'll be interesting to see how we match up with their physicality, how we match up with a little bit of their size and scoring ability. I think we have to continue to build on our toughness, continue to go inside. Joshua had a really good game the other night against Glasgow. I didn't realize until I looked at the stats how efficient he was offensively. I think he shot about 70% from the field. So we've got to continue to go to the wells that work. If we're not shooting the 3, we've got to kind of pound it inside. If we are able to kind of get some shots to fall, we got to lean on that. So just kind of figure out, it's not going to be an every game thing what our strengths are, but we got to kind of figure out what is working early and continue to go to that and make sure that we make some adjustments defensively as they kind of find a hot hand on like Glasgow did the other night with a kid that doesn't really score a whole lot but was really being efficient for them.
Yeah. We'll have the starting lineups. We come back after this break. It's the Trojans and the Falcons here at Barren County's Bobby Steenbergen Court. We'll return in a moment with more pregame coverage here on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly, or getting them back on track. When they're not, we've got you. Always.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the real trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
By Kuzma Family Dentistry on West Main Street in Glasgow for the Monroe County Falcons. Under head coach Ashley Gerald, assistant coaches are Chandler Clements and Daly G. They'll start Bryson Knuckles, a 6'3 junior, 17.5 points a game. Reese Bartley, a 5'8 sophomore, 9.5 points a game. Branson Williams, a 6'5 junior, 14.5 points, 11.6 rebounds. Wade Carnahan, a 6'2 senior, averages 5. And Braden Baxter, a 5'9 junior, averaging 3.8 points a game for the Falcons. For the Barren County Trojans, under 17th year head coach Warren Cunningham, assistant coaches Matt Gardner, Jared Browning, Gavin Withrow, Tate Spillman, number 5, 6' senior, averages 11 points and 4 rebounds. Bray Bewley, number 3, a 6' senior, 6.7 points a game. Joshua Decker, number 32, 6'5 senior, 11.3 points, 7 rebounds. Waylon Clemens, 6' senior, 3.5 points a game. Kate Hardy, 6' and a junior, averaging 9.3 points a game for the Trojans. And the officials for tonight's game brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. The same 3 we had in the girls' game: Larry Hammer, Chris Reeder, Brooke Shoulders, as the Trojanettes won the earlier game tonight, 65-47 over the Lady-Falcons. And we'll get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial opening tip-off. First quarter of action tonight brought to you by The People's Bank, working for you. Again, only a handful of games in the area scheduled tonight. Couple of doubleheaders: Caverna at Fort Campbell, Russellville at Franklin Simpson for a District 13 matchup, and then some single games. Warren East girls hosting Owensboro tonight, Warren Central girls hosting Butler County, Hart County girls at Edmonson County, Russell County girls at Wayne County, and Todd Central boys are at Hopkinsville. And Robert got his scores there from the scoreboard update brought to you by Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Byrd.
I was going to say, I have absolutely no scores.
Well, let's see, it's 7:37. Well, they just haven't posted anything yet, I guess.
It looks like there's a score in the football game. The last playoff game on Wild Card Weekend extends to Monday night, 7-0 Rams. So some good games yesterday. You got 3 more weekends until the Super Bowl, I guess.
Monroe County navy blue uniforms, gray stripes down the side, white numbers outlined in silver. Barren County Trojans, their home white, burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. Barren County on the front of their jerseys, Monroe in the front of their jerseys. Barren County bench to our left, Monroe County to our right. Barren County student section across the way. Pretty good crowd for a Monday night, despite the cold temperatures outside.
Not bad. Here you go. I'll give you your first score update.
Okay.
This is a huge surprise. Franklin wins by 52, 78-26 over Russellville.
That's pretty much expected there.
Right.
Yeah. Decker for Barren. It's Williams for Monroe. Barren moving left to right. Monroe right to left as we see it from our broadcast location. And Larry Hammer will step in to toss it up. And here we go with a tap. Tapped around. It's chased down by Baxter. And Monroe County on the attack to start the ball game. Baxter with it with a bounce pass off to Carnahan. Carnahan works around to the right side, gives to Bartley. Bartley penetrating the left of the lane. Rolls it back up. Ball stolen away by Spillman. Spillman's got it for the Trojans. Spillman taking it against and puts it up and in against Carnahan. Drew a little contact there too, but no call. And Barren County on the scoreboard first at 2-0. We talk about Monroe County, very physical basketball team that plays pretty hard. Here's Williams, hands it off out to Knuckles. Straightaway three, it's off the mark. Rebound to Carnahan, up over Decker, no. And it's taken in there by Hardy. Hardy pushes it into the front court. Fires it off to Spillman, fakes a three. His baseline jump shot, good. Drilled it.
Back-to-back buckets there by Tate Spillman. We got lucky on the defensive end. Knuckles is their best three-point shooter by numbers and percentage. He had a great look, just didn't hit it.
Yeah, he's got 30 on the season. Here's Bartley up against Bewley. Gives it to Baxter, cutting across the key. Now right of the line, he's picked up his dribble, shoves it back off to Bartley, and he forces up the shot. It comes off the rim, battle for the rebound. Decker ripping it away.
Tough rebound there in between two.
Here's Hardy with a bounce pass underneath to Spillman. Almost lost control, but got it back. He's in the left corner. Posted down low. Decker with a spin move, gets cut off, kicks it back out to Clemens. And now Clemens will leave it in the corner. Decker can fire the three. He puts it up. It's short. And the rebound comes off to Carnahan. You mentioned Knuckles. He shoots 41% from behind the arc on the season. Here's Williams, hands it off to Baxter. Baxter in the key, out to Carnahan. Carnahan back to Baxter, left side of the circle. Baxter getting pressure from Hardy. 4-0 Trojanettes. Williams hands it to the right side. Williams getting the screen from Carnahan. He wants to drive against Clemens. Almost lost the handle. Back to Carnahan, back out front to Baxter. Swings it left side with a Knuckles. Knuckles gets the screen from Carnahan. Trying to go up with a jumper, can't. Gives it out to Carnahan, shoots over Decker for three. It's off the mark, and Spillman will let it go out of bounds in the right corner.
Carnahan is somebody you wouldn't mind shooting a three. Bartley, Knuckles, and Williams are their three-point shooters that you don't want to leave open.
Yeah.
Carnahan is not.
Yeah, Bartley's made 13, Williams has made 10, but Knuckles has made 30 on the season for Monroe County. Clemens with the basketball, gives it off to Spillman, works against Baxter. Here's a lob down to Decker. Decker goes to the floor, saved it in bounds. It was going out of bounds. Here's Bewley. Bewley with a spin move, forces up the shot. He hits it from 10.
It wasn't easy, was it?
Nope.
Floated in the air.
It was a tough one.
Adjusted.
6-0 Barren County. Here's Bartley with it out front against Bewley. Bartley sends it off left side over to Knuckles. Knuckles bounces off to Carnahan, top of the key. Ball knocked away in there by Clemens in the hands of Hardy. Hardy driving the bucket, too strong. Here's Decker, puts it up and in.
Almost give him an assist. He threw it off the backboard. Joshua was there, and we've got 4 straight buckets. Only miss that we have is the 3, and off to a pretty good start, really like the girls did, up 8-0, almost 3 minutes play.
This is WCLU 104.7 FM Glasgow, WCDS 1230 AM Glasgow. Tomorrow night, Bowling Green here. Girls at 6. We'll be on the air at 5:45 for the boys' game to follow. And then an important district game coming up Friday night with Allen County Scottsville here. Next Monday's Campbellsville. Campbellsville comes in here next Monday night. Anthony Epps is the head coach of the Campbellsville Eagle boys team.
The Bowling Green's probably rated top 15. I haven't seen an official AP poll or anything like that from the state, but I would say they're ranked a little higher than Central is consensusly.
Going to change in the lineup for Monroe County. Knuckles has it, trying to penetrate. Goes up with a jumper over Spillman, and he hits it.
Got a quick first step there.
Caden Gerald has checked into the Falcon lineup. He's a 6-foot junior, averaging about 4.5 points a game. So he came in for, let's see, who did he come in for? Carnahan?
Yeah, 40.
Okay. Comes out to Hardy. 8-2. Barren County leads it here. 4:28 to play in the first. As Hardy directing traffic out there. He's defended out there by Knuckles. They go to Spillman at the right elbow. Fires it over to Clemens. Got away from Gerald's. Feeds it back in the lane there to Decker, trying to muscle it up. Puts it up. It comes off, and Williams clears it out. And they're going to call a foul on Decker. I think he just kind of lost his balance there and came into Williams. So Knuckles brings it up for Monroe County. Gavin Nunn's going to check into the Trojan lineup at the next break. 6'6" junior. We played half the quarter. It's 8-2 Trojans. Williams with the basketball against Clemens out front. Looking for Knuckles. Got Spillman defending him. Here's Baxter trying to work against Hardy now. And he'll give it back off to Knuckles. Knuckles backs away in the dribble, almost to midcourt. Down to 3:38 to play here in the first quarter. Geralds comes up to set a screen on Spillman. Spillman stays with him, though. Left elbow out to Gerald straight away with a three. It's in there.
Rattled it home.
Yep. And it's 8-5 as Barren County started out to an 8-0 lead. Now Monroe's come back with 2 straight buckets. One of those a three-point shot. Jackson Reese is also going to check into the next break for Coach Warren Cunningham. Spillman in the corner, covered up by Baxter. Gives it off now to Decker. Swings over to Hardy. Fires up a long-distance three. It's off the mark. Crashing aboard is Williams from Monroe County. Dumps it off to Bartley. Bartley into the front court with it for the Falcons. And looking for Knuckles. It comes back out to Williams. Fakes, drives, right of the lane. Goes up with a shot. No good. Foul on Clemens. And it'll be 2 shots coming to Branson Williams. Williams is a 65.5% foul shooter on the season. 6'5" junior. First of 2 for Williams is on the way, and it comes off. So Gavin Nunn, Jackson Reese, and now Ben Blackburn's going to check in the ball game for the Trojans, a 6'2" junior. That'll leave Spillman and Bewley on the floor. Second shot for Branson Williams is on the way, and it's no good. And the rebound to Bewley. Picked up in the backcourt. They try a 1-2-1-1. As Bewley gets it across the line, and a trap gives it to Spillman. Fakes, drives, he's cut off on the right side of the floor. Needs some help. Somebody's going to have to come get it. They throw it back out to Bewley. 2.5 to go in the quarter. Back in the right corner, Jackson Reese. Back out to Bewley. Now Bewley feeds it down in there to Nunn. Lost the handle, and Knuckles comes up with the basketball.
A huge mismatch there.
Yep. They bounce it in there to Williams. The shot goes up. Let's see. They're going to count it. And a foul. Foul on Blackburn. His first, team's third. Give Williams the bucket. So Barren scored the first 8. Monroe has come back with the next 7. And they could go to 8 here if Williams connects. And it's up, and it is no good. Blackburn clears it out. Williams 0 for 3 from the line. Down to 2:08 as Bewley throws it across over to Spillman. Back out to Jackson Reese. Gives it to Tate Spillman. 2 minutes to play in the quarter. 8-7. Barren County on top. Blackburn with it right side. Gives it out top now to Bewley. Bewley sends it back to left side. Spillman for 3. No good. Ball's tapped out, chased down by Bewley. As Nunn tapped it out. Bewley fires a 3. It's off the back iron. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound as Bartley went up for the board. And the foul is on 42. That is Gavin Nunn. His first, team's 4th of the quarter. Monroe has not committed a foul so far.
Monroe called that timeout with about 5 minutes to go as we jumped out to an 8-0 lead, and we have not scored since then. So we're approaching 4 minutes without a bucket. 3.5 right now, moving towards 4.
So we got Decker, Blackburn, Bewley, Hardy, and Reese on the floor right now for the Trojans. The pass broken up in there, but it's tapped back out to Bartley. He'll give it to Knuckles. And now Knuckles trying to work in the right, spins back left, goes down underneath to Geralds. He missed the shot. Decker with a rebound. Down to a minute 12 to play here in the quarter. Bewley trying to make a move on his defender. The shot is no good, but a foul. And they put this one on Baxter. First foul of the basketball game against the Falcons. The Trojans will take it out as Decker goes in the corner to Bewley, the right-hand side. They kick it back out over to Blackburn. He's going to drive it down to the lane, puts up the shot, can't get it. Here's Decker putting it back up and in.
Just went right over top of Branson Williams at 6'5".
Decker had a big game against Glasgow on Thursday night, 24 points and 9 rebounds. Here is a shot for Bartley, no good, but a foul on Bray Bewley. That's going to be his first. team's 5th of the quarter.
I don't understand. Game's not fun to watch when we call so many fouls, and you got to make sure you're figuring out. That's the hard part of officiating. Figure out what you let go and when you blow the whistle. But that was one that could very easily have been let go, in my opinion.
Right. Bartley misses the free throw. Monroe 0 for 4 from the line here in the first quarter as Wade Carnahan checks back into the Falcon lineup for Baxter. Here's Bartley's second shot. It's good this time. 10-8, Trojans lead it, 48 seconds to go here in the first. As Bewley gets rid of the basketball to Hardy. Diagonal pass over to Blackburn. Bounces back out to Bewley. Bewley can't penetrate, sends it back over to Hardy for a long three. It's no good. Blackburn the offensive board. Back to Bewley. Kicks it back in the corner. Hardy again for three. It's an air ball. And taken by Carnahan. Hardy's only 18 for 83 from three-point range coming into tonight's game.
Needs to find a groove.
Yep.
The only way you can do that is if you keep shooting, and those weren't bad shots.
No. Down to 10 seconds to play. Knuckles has it near the timeline. Jackson Reese defends him. Angles off left side. He's picked up his dribble. Turns right. Throws it out to Caden Geralds. Gives it back for a three for Williams. It rims off. Out between the circles, and that ends the first quarter of play. It's Barren County 10, Monroe County 8. We'll return after this break. This is Trojan basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Back for the second quarter here from Bobby Steenbergen Court, Barren County High School Gym. The Trojans 10, the Falcons 8. The second quarter is brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Jay Turner with Robert Power here from Barren County. As Bewley handles the basketball out front. Bounce pass off to Reese. Reese right elbow gives to Spillman for the three-point shot. It's off to the left side. Batted up in the air, pulled down by Knuckles. And the Falcons come back the other way with a chance to tie or take the lead on the three-point shot.
Continue to struggle from behind the arc. 0 of 5 to start the game.
There is Carnahan. He's open. Three-point shot. Nails it.
It's weird you run a play for a kid that doesn't shoot very many threes, but that one was set up, and he was wide open at the top of the key for their second one to go down.
Monroe County's first lead of the basketball game at 11-10. Bewley right side over to Spillman. Spillman looking for Decker. He's got it. Takes it out to the corner, sends it back to Spillman, swing over to Bewley. Barren County only shooting 23.7% from behind the arc on the season from three-point land. Reese pulls the trigger for three. It's off the mark. And trying to get his own rebound. It's tapped out from Reese over to Spillman. He'll give it back to Hardy, long range right. Decker posted down low, working against Williams, trying to muscle it up. He does and puts it in.
And what I said in the opener was when the three ball is not working, you can't keep going to that well over and over. You got to look inside. There we did.
Bartley shoots over Bewley, and he hits it with the left hand. Bartley with his first basket tonight. It's 13-12. Barren County trailing by 1, 6.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Bewley with the basketball, gives it over to Hardy. Hardy looking inside, trying to get Decker posted up, and that ball's taken away in there by Carnahan. Here's Bartley with it, sends it off left side. It's Caden Geralds. He's picked up his dribble against Jackson Reese, bounces out. Here's Carnahan, another three. It's no good. Long rebound, and it is going to be out of bounds as Knuckles trying to throw it off Spillman. Barren County will have the basketball. 6:09 to play here in the second quarter as Gavin Nunn checks back in. for the Trojans. And also coming in is Ian Mannion, a 6-foot senior. His first appearance tonight in the basketball game. Got a 2-2-1 half court. As Reese gets it across. He gets into a trap. Almost walked with it. Here's Nunn. He's in a trap. Pass is deflected. And a turnover by Barren. Here's Bartley with it. He'll give it off in there to Williams. Over to Knuckles for three, and it's in and out. Caden Gerald's the offensive board, and the putback too strong. Follow-up no good for Bartley. And Nunn pulls down the rebound for the Trojans. Here's Spillman to the front court to the right side. He's going to drive to the bucket, puts it up, and rolls off the rim. Nunn puts it back up and in. Barren back on top, 14-13. 5:25 to play in the first half. Bartley gets a screen set. That was a moving screen there by Carnahan. He's got it top of the key, gives over to Williams. He's going to fire up a three. No. Long rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. Mannion lets it go. Barren County's basketball with 5:13 to play here in the second quarter as Baxter returns to the lineup for Coach Ashley Geralds.
Neither team really set it on fire from deep. We are a little worse off than they are. We're 0 of 6. They're 2 of 7.
There's Spillman with the basketball. Needs some help. Gives it over to Clemens. 3 minutes gone to the second quarter. 14-13 the score. Right side, Will Brody Spillman, who just checked in. And here is Mannion. Back to Will Brody Spillman. Slides over. Can't shoot the three. Gives it to Mannion. He'll fire it up for three, and it's off the back iron. Williams with a rebound for Monroe County. The threes are just not going to go down right now. Williams, top of the key. Angles off to the left side. He's looking. Feeds it off there to Knuckles. Knuckles will pump fake. Gives it back to Williams on the left wing. Skip pass over to Bartley. He's going to fire it up from three, and it rattles and stays. 3 threes for Monroe County in this basketball game, and the Falcons lead at 16-14.
16-6 run, I think.
Yeah, Barren was up 8-0. Will Brody Spillman with the basketball. Right side of the circle. Bounces out to Spillman. Goes right side over to Clemens. Clemens wants to make a move to the paint. Had it knocked loose, and another turnover by Barren. Knuckles has the basketball for Monroe. Knuckles in the corner. Baxter wide open three. No good. Rebound comes off to Mannion. Mannion pushing it down the floor. He's going to go and bounce off to the left side. It's going to go out of bounds.
Need to take that one on up. Wasn't gaining much of advantage by doing anything else with it, and that's our 4th turnover in 4 minutes.
Bray Bewley coming back in the ball game for Ian Mannion. So right now it's Nunn, Will Brody Spillman, Bewley, Clemens, and Tate Spillman on the court. As Knuckles brings it up for Monroe County with 3:44 to go in the first half, and it is 16-14. Low-scoring basketball game. Knuckles goes up over Nunn, backed it up, no good. Ball tapped out, grabbed there by Clemens. He gives it to Spillman, sends it up court to Bewley. Bewley pulls up and shoots over Geralds. It is no good, and the rebound taken in there by Knuckles as he tapped it to himself. 3:20 to go in the first half. Knuckles penetrating left of the lane, shovels it out to Geralds. 16-14 Falcon lead here. As he drives it to the right side, leaves it off to Baxter. Baxter out top. Carnahan shoots over Will Brody Spillman for three. It's no good. And the rebound to Tate Spillman. Tate Spillman, left side. Clemens driving, got bumped there. Shot goes in and a foul. He banked it in.
Tough shot, and we'll take anything right now in our offensive struggle.
Foul is on Caden Geralds. That's his first. And the team's first of the second quarter. Ties it at 16 with 2:58 to play here in the first half. Clemens at the line, averages 3.5 points a game. See if he can make an old-fashioned three-point play. First free throws of the ball game, and it's good.
You got a 4-minute scoring drought and gave up an 8-0 lead, struggling offensively, and you have a 1-point lead. That says a whole lot about your defense and just your resilience to hang in there.
Yep. So Barren back on top by 1. Baxter covered up by Bewley. Gives to Williams. Fakes. Works. Oh, he walked. And it will go back to Barren with 2:41 left in the half.
They haven't turned it over very many times tonight. Just their third. We've got 5.
Bewley brings it up for Barren. Crosses into front court. Going to be picked up by Knuckles. Takes it off to the left side. He's picked up his dribble. Somebody's going to have to come get it. Goes in the corner to Clemens. Decker's posted up down low, but here's Spillman trying to penetrate into the lane. Flips up the shot. Got it to go.
Went through a crowd, put his head down, protected I almost said the football, but the basketball, and got it to score.
19-16. Baxter with it left of the lane. Gives it out to Geralds. He's guarded by Will Brody Spillman. Out to Knuckles now. 2:05 to go in the first half. Barren County 19, Monroe County 16. Knuckles, as Geralds comes to set a screen. He's going to pull up with a jumper over Bewley, and he makes it. Second field goal for Bryson Knuckles. That is 19-18. Barren County with a 1-point lead, a minute 46 to play. Will Brody Spillman.
Got to get in the post there.
Yep. Now over to Bewley on the right side of the circle. And a bounce pass is chased down to the corner by Decker. He's in trouble, needs some help, and has to call a timeout.
It's okay. First timeout of the basketball game. 1:31 left in the half, up 1. You saved that possession, although I think he would have been able possibly, I think he dribbled it to try to corral it, so he did not actually have his dribble.
So Scooter's Coffee timeout for the Trojans with a minute 31 left here in the second quarter. 19-18. This is kind of a game that we saw Thursday night with the Trojans and the Scotties. Low-scoring ball game.
It seems like it's been a really quick quarter. They've only called one foul as opposed to all the other quarters that we've seen them call tonight. Just one foul called for the whole quarter, and we'll take that. That clearly speeds it up a little bit. What you don't like seeing, though, is single-digit quarters, and we're on pace.
We're with 9.
We got 9.
Yeah,
so.
And they've got 10. Yeah. So, scored 10 in the first quarter. They scored 8. So
15, 16-point quarters is what you'd much rather see, but more importantly, you're kind of keeping pace, get over the slump, and see if we can expand it out.
Yep. They get it into the corner to Hardy. Fires it across. Clemens with a 3. Wide open. In and out. Decker, the offensive board, had it knocked out of his hands. And it's Williams. Gives it off to Baxter with a 1:18 to play here in the first half. Baxter, left side over to Geralds. Geralds, here's a lob. That goes way over the head of Williams. And it's out of bounds. $1:10 to go here in the first half. Ball comes into Bewley. Bewley brings it in front court with it. Left side over to Spillman. Got Baxter guarding him closely. Bounces out to Clemens, top of the circle. Coming off the screen is Bewley trying to get around Knuckles, and he stepped on the in-line. So Ben Blackburn comes back in the Trojan lineup for Waylon Clemens. So we're down to 53 seconds to play here in the first half. Knuckles with the basketball for the Falcons. Trying to drive against Spillman. Gets cut off in there. Here's Carnahan. Back out to Knuckles. Slides over for the three-point attempt, and he nails it.
They're burning it up compared to what we're doing. They got 4 of them now.
And 3 of them in this quarter. 21-19 Monroe County. 27 seconds to go. As Hardy gives it out to Blackburn. Pulls up, right elbow shot, rims off. And here comes Williams with it for Monroe County. He'll give to Knuckles with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Knuckles down to 8. Williams coming over to set a screen. They're trying to slide back off of him. Now Knuckles with a jumper, 17-footer, no good. Hardy slings it down the floor, and that will end the first half. And at halftime, Monroe County with a 2-point lead over the Trojans. It's Monroe County 21, Barren County 19. We'll return after this break for a halftime report brought to you by SCRTC. It's Trojan basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Cold weather means you've got some things to take care of, like heat to keep you warm and comfortable. Put it on your list of things to do. A call to Southern States Glasgow to fill your propane tank. Southern States is one of the top suppliers of propane gas in the country, and your Southern States in Glasgow is the local, smart, reliable source for all your propane needs. Safe, clean-burning propane gas is the premier energy source for heating and appliances. Call 651-6167 and 651-2159.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Just past the railroad tracks.
Reliable.
The ball game with an 8-0 run, and Monroe County came back, hit some threes in the second quarter especially. They of their 5 field goals, 3 of them were from behind the arc, and they outscored the Trojans 13-9 in the second quarter to take a 21-19 halftime lead. This is the halftime report brought to you by SCRTC. SCRTC's alternative to cable is MyStream TV. Switch today and save on your cable bill, as our halftime stats are brought to you by Riley Dental Group. For Monroe County in the first half, they had 8 field goals. 4 of those were 3-pointers, so half of them 3-point shots. They were 1 of 5 from the foul line. And Bryson Knuckles with 7 points to lead Coach Ashley Gerald's team. Had 3 baskets, one of those a 3-point shot. Reese Bartley was 6. He had a 3, a 2, and 1 of 2 from the foul line. Branson Williams with 2 points in the first quarter. He went 0 for 3 from the foul line. A 3-point basket from Wade Carnahan. And Caden Gerald's also had a 3 there in the first period. Braden Baxter has not scored, who started the ball game, and they've only played 6 players the first half. Barren County has played 10 players in the first half, and you look at their scoring, 9 field goals, 1 more than Monroe County, but only 1 free throw, 1 of 1 from the foul line. Tate Spillman with 6 points, 3 baskets. 6 points, 3 baskets. Joshua Decker, a 2-point basket from Bray Bewley. Waylon Clemens had a 3-point play, a 2 and a free throw. And Gavin Nunn with a 2-point basket. Kate Hardy started the ball game, did not score. We saw Will Brody Spillman, Ian Mannion, Jackson Reese, and Ben Blackburn see action, but they did not score in the first half. And, as far as 3-point shooting for Barren, it's not been very good. 0 for how many?
8.
0 for 8.
Yeah. It's kind of like you mentioned in reference to the Glasgow game, we ended up pulling that one out clearly, but it's kind of sloppy like that. I think we may have mentioned it wasn't going to be an offensive video you showed to anybody in that game, and well, after a half, it seems like a broken record. It's just not. We're not very good offensively right now, and not scoring the basketball. You mentioned we played a lot of players, and I think that is mainly because we're trying to find something that works, finding somebody that can score it, and just right now nobody's able to do that. We were 9 of 24 in the first half, 38%. Already mentioned 0 of 8 from 3. But so if you take the 8 threes out of there, we were 9 of 16 from 2. So we're not shooting poorly from inside, and that's what I referenced. If we're not getting it done there, we can't just quit shooting open looks, but we also can kind of tailor our offense on what we're trying to do. Are they taking away the inside? Not completely. There's some openings. There's some passing angles down there, and just not getting that done right now. They're 8 of 22, so they didn't shoot the ball any better than we did from 2. They actually shot it worse. They were 3 of 10 from 2s, but they were 4 of 11 from 3s for 36% as well. We turned it over 6. They turned it over 4. We out-rebounded by 6, 19-13. We had 5 offensive boards. They had 4. So, in my opinion, I said this earlier, when we actually had a 1-point lead, you go on a 4-minute scoring drought, you shoot the ball dismally from 3, and you're just down a bucket. I think you're okay with that. You're clearly not okay with how we played because it was not the best effort in the world, but you are completely in the basketball game, and at the end of the day, we're not writing down pretty, ugly, terrible, whatever beside a win. You're just writing down a win, and you're going to be happy with that and know there's some things to build, and clearly you've got a really good basketball team coming in tomorrow night. If you play like you did in the first half against Bowling Green tomorrow night, it may be a running clock in the first half. They're that good. You don't want that to happen. But you've got some time to correct things, and hopefully we can find some shots and draw some plays to get some better looks.
Yeah. Trojanettes winning earlier tonight, 65-47 over the Monroe County Lady-Falcons. When we come back, we'll get set for our third quarter, brought to you by Extreme Health Club and ATM Media Solutions. Trojans trail here at the break, 21-19 to Monroe County. And this is Trojan basketball at WCLU 104.7 FM.
Reliable internet and great customer service, 2 things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to scrtc.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank. Working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
As we're about a minute away from the start of the second half. Don't forget, tomorrow night we're right back here as Bowling Green comes into Barren County High School. And then Friday night is a big district doubleheader with Allen County Scottsville before we host Campbellsville a week from tonight. So we're in a stretch of some home games here, and that's a good thing. I think the next road game for the Trojans and Trojanettes is a week from tomorrow night where they travel down to Russellville.
It's something good to eat on that one.
That's true. Yep.
I think at one point last week it was 6 of the next 8 were at home. We'll take that, especially
right
as cold as it's going to be the next few days, I think. So no snow in the forecast, but it's going to be a little chilly.
I think it's supposed to warm up maybe Thursday to about 50. Is that right?
Yeah, and then it's going to crash back down after that, isn't it?
Just up and down, up and down.
Well, that's what you expect in Kentucky. You get 3 inches of snow one day and it's 40 degrees the next. So no consistency in the weather and no consistency in our offense right now. So hopefully, we mentioned, a week of school, back in a routine. Sometimes when it snows, you can't get up here to the gym to practice on this hill. So it throws things kind of off. But at this time of the year, you definitely need some consistency. You need to get up your shots to feel like you're in a rhythm. And we'll see what we got the last 16 minutes, if we can find it or not. If we're not, it's going to be a tough go.
And Monroe County only committed 2 fouls the entire first half. Barren County committed 5. And Monroe County will have the basketball to start the second half. Braden Baxter with it. We'll send it off to Knuckles. Left side with it is Carnahan. Carnahan dribbles it out and gives it to Bartley. Back over the right side, it goes to Knuckles. Tate Spillman guarding him, and the ball gets kicked. So he tried to bounce it down to Williams. Stays in front of their own bench. Down to her right as Knuckles gets it out to Bartley. Bartley on the dribble. Bewley guarding him. Takes it to the right side. Hands it off to Carnahan. He'll send it over to Baxter. Hands it off to Williams. Circles around to the right. Off to Bartley. Now Bartley trying to make a move on Bewley. Fall away shot to the baseline. Comes up short. Ball tipped down, and Bewley's got it on the run. Bewley pulls. Oh, had it swatted in his hands. We're going to lose it. Now the ball gets loose again. Picked up by Spillman. Now Spillman fires over to Hardy. Hardy fakes a three. Drives in. 15-foot jump shot. Good.
Maybe that's what we need for him to get going, get the lid off, is fake the three and get the defender in the air, blow by for a 15-footer.
Ties the game up at 21. Just a little over a minute gone here in the third period. Bartley with Bewley applying pressure on him. Taking it to the left side. Gives it off to Knuckles. Carnahan setting the screen. Jump shot. 15-footer is coming off. Rebound to Decker. Decker will leave it with Tate Spillman to bring it across the midcourt stripe. He'll bounce it off to Bewley. Now Bewley fires it off to Hardy in the right wing. Hardy out to Clemens. Clemens working around left. Breaking is Spillman for the reverse and a foul.
Nice backdoor look there. Takes it to the other side. They've missed their first two. We've made our first two, and we have an opportunity to add one more to it.
Baxter picks up his second personal, which gives Barren a 2-point lead, and Spillman at the line. The shot is good. 3-point lead now for Barren. It's 24-21. 6:18 to play in the third period. Baxter with the basketball against Hardy as he brings it into the front court. Baxter putting the pressure on him was Hardy there. He got rid of it to Williams. Williams fires it down the corner to Carnahan. Back to Williams. Fakes left, goes right. Now goes to the baseline. Reversing back to the left. Banks it up and in. Oh. That's his second field goal of the basketball game. It's 24-23. A little taunting going on out there.
Yeah, we don't need that.
And here's Hardy driving in. A floater. Got it and a foul. 14 is Knuckles. That is his first, team second.
Good piece of officiating, too. She just went up and told him, said, we're not going to do any of that. And he kind of laughed, said, you didn't see that, did you? And so
Hardy's free throw comes off. Battle for the rebound, whistle, jump ball, possession to Barren. It's only the third free throw of the basketball game for Barren. 2 here in the third quarter. 26-23, Trojans, 5:43 to go. Third period, Spillman lobs it out to Decker. He'll send it out to Hardy. And now Hardy looking for Spillman, can't find him, gives it to Decker, left side. Back out top, Decker straight away. 3-point shot is off high. And battle for the rebound, and we're going to have a foul.
Foul over the back of Tate.
Bartley coming over the back. No, they can put it on Baxter, looks like. And that's 3 on Baxter. That'll be 3 on Monroe here in this third quarter. And Caden Geralds will come in to replace Baxter in the lineup. They only go 6 deep. That's all they played tonight. As Bewley, right side of the basket to put it in play. And the ball tipped away. Going to be out of bounds. They say off Knuckles.
They've only got 6 kids that have played in all their games. They don't go much deeper than that.
No, they don't. Bewley feeds in there to Clemens. Back out to Bewley in the left corner. Bewley trying to penetrate. Jump shot, 10-footer. Ooh, way off the mark. Here comes Williams with it from Monroe County. Takes it into the paint. Flips up the shot. Rolls it in. Oh, it hung up there on the back of the rim. And that's Williams' 6th point. He'll go to the free throw line. Foul was on Clemens, his second. Team's first of the third quarter. Williams at the line. His shot is missed. Rebound Decker. He's 0 for 4 from the stripe tonight. Long pass down to Spillman. He got bumped. Fadeaway jumper. Baseline. No good. And miscommunicated there, or mistimed. The rebound was Decker. And Monroe County has the basketball.
Took a funny bouncer. That's an easy putback.
As Williams hands it off to Knuckles. Knuckles trying to go inside, goes underneath and lays it up and in.
I don't know how he got through there.
I don't either.
3 guys on our side. We just kind of broke down.
Bounce pass off to Bewley. Bewley stop back out to Hardy. Hardy penetrating in the lane. Back over goes to Clemens for a 3. Got it.
First 3 of the night.
Yep, first Hatcher and Sadler 3-point shot in the ball game for Barren. Gives the Trojans back the lead at 29-27. Williams in the corner. Gerald pulls the trigger for 3. It won't go. Rebound Clemens. Hands it off to Bewley. Bewley into the front court with it for the Trojans. Bounce pass down low in there to Decker. Trying to muscle it up against the defender. No. Tried to get his own rebound. He got knocked to the floor. No whistle.
A lot of traffic.
Here's Williams. Crossover. Goes to the bucket. Puts it up and in and a foul.
Not much of a foul, but Warren just said this, and the stats show it. He's going to the rim. He's not going to pull up and shoot a 3. We've got to slide over, take a charge, absorb some body contact, at least slow him down till help comes, as he's had a back-to-back opportunity at 3-point plays.
Foul on Clemens, his third, as Gavin Nunn checks back into the Trojan lineup. Williams at the line. And his shot this time is good. He was 0 for 4, and he makes that one to give Monroe County back the lead at 30-29. Half the third quarter gone here as Bewley handles the basketball, sends it over to Hardy on the right wing. Hardy looking inside, bounce pass a high post there to Decker, floats it down in there to Nunn. He missed the shot, got his own rebound, and stuck it back in. 31-30, Barren. So we seesaw back and forth here in this third quarter. 3:40 to go. As Bartley goes down to the corner to Carnahan. Carnahan circles halfway out. Back up front it comes to Williams. Williams takes it off to the left side. Hands it off to Geralds. Geralds with a jump pass over to Bartley. Kicks it back over the left side. Williams. And now Williams will send it back out to Carnahan. Back over to Williams. 31-30 Trojans, 3:16 to go, third quarter. Williams going to the bucket, and a foul on Decker.
Slide over. We got to slide over and help. Where everybody's just waving their arms at him, and he's blowing by us.
Oh, they put it on. Did they give it on Nunn or Decker?
Should have been on Decker.
But they signal. I'm not sure. Well, they got it on the board. Decker is second. And Williams right back to the line again and makes the first. After missing 4 in a row, he's come back with 2. And he has scored 8 of Monroe County's 10 points in this quarter. We're tied 31-31.
Didn't have a good first half. We actually did a pretty good job defensively on him, but he's making up for it here.
Right. Second one also good for Williams. And it's 32-31 Falcons. They go to a 1-2-2, three-quarter court trap, and Hardy fires it back over to Bewley. Bewley working through traffic, scoops up the shot and puts it in.
Kept going all the way to the bucket. Last time they did that, we turned it over. That time handled it much better.
33-32 Trojans. Going to a 2-3 zone defensively for Barren. So they leave it with Bartley out front. Bartley gets a screen from Williams. Wants to drive around Nunn. Pump fake. Throws up the shot. No good. Decker the rebound. Decker into the front court with it. He found an opening. Goes to the basket and puts it in.
No guard came back to help him, but no defender came and got him all the way to the 10.
35-32 Barren. 2:20 to play in the third period. Knuckles cutting across the key. Gives it off to Bartley. And now Bartley picks up his dribble, goes over to Geralds on the left side, out front. 2:10 to go in the third. Back out to Bartley. Now Bartley dribbling laterally across. Williams has come to set a screen for him. And now he dumps it in there to Williams, puts it up and in over Decker.
Got to body him up. He got separation enough to get it up and in. Two-man game. In short space.
Yeah, Williams has 11 of Monroe's 13 of this quarter. Barren leads it 35-34, a minute 40 to play. Third period, Hardy with it deep on the right wing. Gives it off the high post to Nunn, feeds it down inside there to Decker, kicks it out in the left corner. Bewley a three, bottom!
Actually tried a high-low, and it was in short space because it put him underneath the rim. Bray said, here I am, give me the ball, and knocked down a three.
Bewley with his 14th three-point shot make this year for the Trojans. Another Hatcher and Sadler three in this quarter, giving Barren County a 4-point lead at 38-34. Gerald's has it left corner, dribbles a couple of times, bounces out to Knuckles. He walked.
Yeah, good call there. You got to know where he is mainly in a 2-3 zone, and we're covering him up, not letting him get to the line to even have a shot.
Decker going to get a little breather here. Jackson Reese has checked into the Trojan lineup. And now coming in from Monroe County for the first time tonight is Grady Starnes, a 5'7 senior. As he comes in for Wade Carnahan. Of course, Baxter's on the bench with three. Clemens is on the bench with three for Barren. We're down to 1 minute to play here in this quarter. Hardy gets a screen from Reese, goes the other way, goes up strong with the left hand. He came up short, and now foul on Hardy.
I think he thought the contact was coming and just short-armed it. You go up strong off 2 feet off the glass there.
So that's Kate Hardy's first personal, 4 of the quarter. For Barren County, here's Knuckles with the basketball. 50 seconds to play in the third. Barren leading 38-34. Goes down to the corner there to Starnes. Back out around Knuckles. It's Gerald's inside Williams. Shoots over Nunn, no good on the hook. And here comes Jackson Reese. Throws it behind him out to Kate Hardy. Back to Reese. Had the three, goes to the basket. Shovels it in there to Nunn. He banked it up, no good. Got his own rebound and stuck it in, and he's fouled.
Just hung with it. That was an excellent pass by Jackson. Wiped the assist away, but we get an opportunity at an and one off the offensive putback.
So Williams commits his first personal. That's number 4 on Monroe County here in the third period. And Gavin Nunn at the line. His free throw is good.
Back to 7. That's as big as it's been since we started 8-0.
Yep. 41-34. 23 seconds to play. Third period. Monroe County with the basketball. Knuckles crosses into front court against Bewley. Down to 15 seconds to play. Knuckles with a bounce pass over to Bartley. Down the corner, Starnes. Back to Knuckles. They swing it left over to Gerald's. Ball slapped away by Reese and out of bounds. They try to go to Bartley with it in the left corner. 6.6 seconds to go.
We're going to match up. We've been 2-3. We're going to match up now.
Gerald's having trouble. Finally gets it in play. Starnes in the corner. Starnes down to 3 seconds, 2. Ball ricochets off Williams and out of bounds with 0.6 of a second to play. Barren County's basketball.
Starnes, who just checked in, caught it in a really bad spot, and we covered him up.
And here's Bewley throwing it long distance. And that will end the third. Barren County coming down to the third quarter with a 41-34 lead over Monroe County. And we'll come back with the fourth quarter after this break. This is Trojan Basketball at WCLU 104.7 FM.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access. And Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Get it. Falcons 22-13 in that third period. Scored more in the third quarter than they did the entire first half.
Well, we had as many field goals in that third quarter as we had the whole first half too, including 2 of 3 from deep. That makes a huge difference to extend this lead. We got to keep our foot on the gas now.
Yeah. Branson Knuckles scored 13 of Monroe County's points, or 11 of those 13 in the third period. Ball gets knocked away. Coming up with it is Reese. Gives it to Spillman. He pushes into the front court. Angles off left. Goes to the basket. No good. Nunn puts it back up. No good.
Had two
Thought it could have been a contact underneath the basket from Spillman there, but no call. Here's Branson Williams. That would have pushed it back to a 9-point lead, their biggest of the night, if they could have connected on a field goal.
Trapping a little bit out of the zone now on the baseline.
And here's Baxter throwing up the shot. It's no good. Carnahan back up with one dribble, throws it back up and in over Nunn. Carnahan, his second field goal of the night. Hit a three back in the second quarter. Underneath, there's a shot put up and in by Hardy.
Look away pass there by Bray, breaking the pressure, found Cade on the backside.
And it's 43-36. Barren County with a 7-point lead, just under 7 minutes to play.
String together some stops.
Comes out to Knuckles. Knuckles sends it off now to Baxter, fires it down in there to Williams. Williams with a bounce pass over to Bartley for a three-point attempt, and he nails it.
Thought that was a win as we got the kid that's really hurt us, Williams, further away from the bucket, and he kicked it out and rattled home a three.
Yep. Reese with a long diagonal pass, left corner. Spillman's wide open three. Bingo!
Great look again there. We set the screen. Gavin set a screen, and he flared out to the corner, and we knocked it down.
So Barren County with 3, Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home threes in the second half, 2 are in the third. And it's 46-39, back up to a 7-point lead.
Good find from Jackson on that one, and we get a net hanging on. The net hung up, so they got a stoppage to get a sub in.
And here's Knuckles giving it off to Williams. Williams sends it to Carnahan up top. Looking for Knuckles. Stolen away by Spillman. Spillman going to take it to the basket, puts it up and in.
Not really challenged by Carnahan, and Monroe needs a timeout as all of a sudden we're putting some buckets together. 9 of 17, make it 18 from twos just in this half.
48-39 the score. Barren County with the lead as they led 41-34 after 3. Tate Spillman has scored 14 points in this game. 8 here in the third quarter, and two buckets here in the fourth, a 3 and a 2. Kate Hardy hit the other bucket here in the fourth quarter to push that lead out some more.
About 11 of 21 after starting out in the first half, just 9 of 24, and we still got 6 minutes to play. So offensive production has clearly ticked up, and after a couple of basically single-digit quarters, we put up a 22-point quarter there in the third. You doubled, more than doubled, didn't you? Your first half output just there in the third quarter alone. That's just with hitting a couple of threes. So it completely changes your game, but more than anything, you relied on the two, you relied on attacking, and you got some things positive in the paint. And you don't discount our defensive switch, too. I think the 2-3 was a good call, just a little wrinkle to make them think and to make them change their view of what the offense looks like.
Picked off, it's Jackson Reese. All the way to the bucket. Got it.
Just shot the passing lane and ripped it right away from Branson Williams.
And now it's 50-39. Williams, 3, no good. Batted up in the air, tapped around, grabbed by Williams again, goes up against Decker, and he's fouled.
Not quite vertical, but I would rather make him earn it there at the stripe than give him some momentum going to the bucket.
So that's 3 on Decker. First of the fourth quarter against the Trojans. This fourth quarter brought to you by CPC Commodities, proven on our farm, made for yours. Williams for 2. The first one is rolling off the rim.
Expect him to go back to that three-quarter court pressure.
Williams is 3 of 8 from the charity stripe tonight. Second shot of the way is good. Gives him 12 points here in the second half, 14 for the ball game, and it's 50-40. And here's Bewley. Gonna have to get it across, does to Spillman. Spillman bounce pass off to Reese. Out to Hardy for a 3. Write it down!
Nice. Everybody's finding a groove.
Another Hatcher and Sadler 3. And it's 53-40, Barren County. 5:12 to go.
Back man. Sorry, we've kind of abandoned the zone now.
Yep. Comes out to Bartley. Bartley is going to be fouled by Reese. Yeah.
Tried to pick his pocket again just like he did. That was Williams a while ago, but got more arm than he did ball.
Cade Hardy with all 9 of his points here in the second half, 5 here in the fourth quarter after that 3-point shot. 53-40, largest lead of the night for Barren County, just under 5 minutes to play in the game. Here's Baxter with it, trying to work it into the paint. Shovel pass in there to Williams, taken away. Almost there by Reese, but taken back by, here's a pass picked off in there by Decker from behind. He was behind Williams. And here come the Trojans on the attack once again. Fires it to Decker, got it, and a foul.
They thought they had a mismatch down here with Williams on Hardy, but Joshua came from the backside, stole it away, and then gets rewarded on the backside with an and one.
That foul was on Baxter, his 4th. And that will be the team's first of the fourth quarter. Decker with 10 points in the basketball game. Decker is 60.5% foul shooter. His first trip to the line tonight. Free throw is good. Gives him 11 points, and it is 56-40.
We played the two bigs together almost more tonight than we have in a long time, and if we continue from that 4 and 5 position to be aggressive, I think it's going to work against Monroe.
There's a pass off to Williams, right side of the key. He's picked up his dribble, goes to Knuckles. Knuckles had it smacked out of his hands. He actually lost it out of bounds.
I think that was Bray. It came over in the help, and it went right off of the 1 and the 4.
Jackson Reese back in the Trojan lineup for Gavin Nunn. 4:22 to go here in the fourth. It's 56-40, Barren County. Bewley will work against Caden Geralds. He tracks him down the floor. Here's Bewley in the corner to Decker. Decker with a shovel pass back as Bewley had to go chase it down. He'll give it back out front to Cade Hardy. Now Hardy working left. Sends it over to Reese. Goes the other way. Pulls up, shot off the rim, off the backboard and in for Jackson Reese. He faked one way, went the other. And both of his field goals here in the fourth quarter now is 58-40. And another turnover by Monroe. Reese pulls up top of the key, hands it off to Spillman. Spillman trying to drive against Baxter. Baxter has to be careful. He's got 4 on him. So he brings it back up, 3.5. He leaves Baxter. Bounce pass underneath. It is put up and in by Decker.
Just getting our shoulders clear of their big there, Carnahan. And Monroe needs another timeout. As where did a 20-point lead come from?
Wait, it just exploded all of a sudden. And Barren was down by 2 at the half.
Well, it helps when you've hit your last 7 field goals here in the fourth quarter, and you're shooting probably over 60-some% in the second half combined to really just leave them in the dust.
$60-40 the score.
7 of 9. We're 78% this quarter, so you combine that with 9 out of 17 overall in this half, you're putting up a pretty good percentage.
We remind you all of our instant replays tonight have been brought to you by Glasgow Electric Plant Board on the live stream with Aaron Russell heading that. This is WCDS 1230 AM Glasgow, WCLU 104.7 FM Glasgow.
62% for the half, and we've got 16 field goals. We're blowing away our first half production. And it's not like we had to come in here and just set it on fire from 3. We've only got 3, but what we've done, we're 3 of 4. And the only one we've missed was a half-court heave right there at the buzzer.
Yeah. Here's Baxter, right side, gives it to Caden Geralds. He dribbles the left side, feeds it in there to Williams. Williams kicks it back in the corner. Baxter, a 3 is no good. Offensive rebound by Knuckles. Knuckles in the crowd had it smacked away by Decker, but got back in there by Williams, and he lays it up and in.
Just couldn't grab it to get the turnover.
Williams with 14 points in the second half, 16 for the ball game, and a 60-42. Barren, ball comes into play just under 3 minutes. Here comes Reese in a hurry into the front court. Down to 2:50 to play. Reese hands it off to Hardy. Decker comes over to set a screen. He dribbles around Knuckles, pull-up jumper from 14. It's off the mark, and Knuckles gets the rebound for Monroe. He falls down. Oh, that should have been over and back because he tapped it right into the back court. Knuckles for a long distance three that's no good. That was about 30 feet away.
Knuckles has been really quiet this half.
He's only scored 2 points here in the second half, 9 for the ball game. And we've got a foul on Baxter. That will be it for Braden Baxter tonight. He'll foul out scoreless in the game, and they brought Bartley back in. 2:23 to play as Hardy will inbound it out to Decker. Decker on the dribble. Nice feed in there to Spillman. Let his defender go by, and he put it up and in.
That was pretty. From the top of the key, a little distribution for Decker.
62-42. A 20-point lead for Barren County as we come down to the 2-minute mark. And it's Carnahan. Bounce it off to Williams. Sends it over to Bartley. And now Bartley trying to make a move to the right. He'll give it to Knuckles. Bounce past the baseline to Gerald's. Gerald's in trouble. Falls down, but Williams there to grab it. He'll put it up and in. And a timeout, Monroe County. Ashley Turtle's going to clear the bench. 18 for Branson Williams.
You say he's getting close to 20, but really he's the only one that scored, it seems like, this half. You've got just, 7 points combined from everybody else the whole half?
Knuckles with a bucket, a 3 from Bartley, and a 2-point basket from Carnahan, and that's all the other scoring for Monroe County. So both teams will get the reserves in here to the final 138.
We've got a 21-point quarter and a 22-point quarter for us in the second half.
That's pretty good. That's what you like to see.
You can't have it every quarter, clearly. We're not going to average 80 points a game, and we don't have to, but see how drastically the energy level has changed this half. Mm-hmm. You make a couple of buckets, you get a steal, you get a breakaway, you get an easy bucket, you get an and one. You put it all together, and it turns into about a 20-point lead.
Yep. Briggs Harris with the basketball for the Trojans. Got Will Brody spilled in the ball game. Ben Blackburn, Ian Mannion, and Carson Browning for Barren County. Here's Will Brody Spillman on the left wing. Dribbles, trying to drive into the lane, and he shuffled his feet.
And that's our first turnover of the whole second half. We had 6 in the first. It's not like we turned it over a ton, but we really took care of the basketball here in the second, and that's what led to a ton more shot attempts than Monroe's going to end up having.
New players in the ball game from Monroe County. Grayson Spears, number 11, handling the basketball. Gives to Luke Watson. And now gets rid of it off to Eli Geralds. Here's a shot out of the left corner for 3 that is no good. Rebounded there by Will Brody Spillman. 56 seconds to play. Will Brody Spillman stops, looks. Going to have to do something with it. Bounces it out to Blackburn. Blackburn driving, throwing it up off the glass. No good, but a foul on Monroe County. And they'll put this one on 35. That is Luke Watson. So you've got Levi Miller in the ball game as well for Monroe. Here's the shot on the way. Good for Blackburn.
This has been about an hour and 15-minute game. It has been a quick
really
game.
Is, yep. Blackburn connects on both. Put the lead back up to 20 at 64-44. Brody Rich in the ball game as well for Monroe County. Here's a shot blocked. Oh, a foul. Going to get Browning with a foul, and it will send to the free throw line for Monroe County Levi Miller.
I thought that might have been a clean block.
I thought it was from this angle.
We'll get home to watch the second half of a football game, but it's not much of a game. The Rams are blowing them out. It's 24-3. That's a little bit of an upset after Minnesota's had a great year.
Yeah. And 2 missed shots there from the free throw line from Miller. Here comes Briggs Harris with the basketball. Harris picks up his dribble, needs some help, bounces off the corner to Mannion, fires it to Will Brody Spillman. He'll dribble it out. 27 seconds to play. Spillman gets rid of it out to Blackburn. Blackburn, I think, maybe dribbled it off his foot. But then, who was it over there trying to pick it up?
25, is that it?
Is that 25? Mason Spears. Ball comes out to Mannion. They'll give it back over to Will Brody-Spillman. He drives into the paint, throws up the shot. No good. Kind of tapped it up there. But an offensive rebound. Browning trying to go back up. He's fouled with 7.9. Foul is on Rich. So Carson Browning at the line. 6'4" sophomore puts it up. It's good. 65-44. That's the largest lead of the ball game for the Trojans at 21 points. And the second one is also good for Browning. 66-44. 7 seconds to play. Monroe County with the basketball. I'm not sure if they're going to get a shot off here. 1 second, they throw it up. It's partially blocked, and that's the ball game. And Barren County wins it by 22 points over Monroe County after only leading by 7 after 3 and trailed by 2 at the half. 66-44, your final score. Barren County wins it over Monroe County here tonight to even their record at 8-8 of the season. Monroe County drops to 7-8 with the loss. We'll come back with the post-game coverage in a moment, brought to you by SCRTC. This is Trojan Basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Attention Glasgow! The Glasgow EPB and American Cable, your local authorized dish network retailer, are teaming up to help you save on your monthly bill. When you switch to American Cable and Glasgow EPB Internet, you not only get access to big savings with TV packages starting at only $91.99 a month with a 2-year price guarantee, but you also get 2 years of Netflix absolutely free. This special offer is only valid for a limited time. Call 270-651-8341 or 270-847-4542 now.
Barren County Trojans 66, Monroe County 44 tonight here. As the Trojans go to 8-8 on the season, Monroe County drops to 7-8 on the year. This is the post-game report. It's brought to you by SCRTC. SCRTC's alternative to cable is MyStream TV. Switch today and save on your cable bill. Barren County led 10-8 at the end of the first quarter, trailed at halftime 21-19, but they outscored Monroe County in the third quarter 22-13 and outscored the Falcons in the fourth quarter 25-10. So the second half, Barren County scored 47 points. Monroe County scores 23. Monroe County in the ball game had 17 field goals. 5 of those were three-point shots, 4 of those coming in the first half. They were 5 of 13 from the foul line. Falcons were led tonight by Branson Williams with 18 points. He had 16 of those in the second half as he had 7 field goals and was 4 of 10 or 4 of 9 from the foul line. Just under double figures, Bryson Knuckles with 9 points, way below his 17.5 point average per game. He had 4 baskets, only 2 points in the second half. 4 baskets, one of those a three-point shot. Reese Bartley scores 9, a couple of threes, a 2, and a free throw. She was 1 of 2 from the foul line. Wade Carnahan scores 5 and a 3 and a 2. That's his point average on the season. Caden Gerald had a 3-point shot back in the first quarter. And Braden Baxter, who started the ball game, did not score tonight. He fouled out late in the fourth quarter. For the Barren County Trojans, 27 field goals, 10 more than for Monroe County tonight. And out of those 27 field goals, 4 of those were three-pointers, and they were all in the second half. 7 of 9 from the free throw line. And 2 players in double figures. Tate Spillman scores 16. He had 10 of those in the second half as he finished with 7 field goals. 1 of those a three-point shot. He was 1 for 1 from the foul line. Joshua Decker had 13 tonight. 6 baskets, 1 for 1 from the foul line. They were the 2 players in double figures. Just under double figures was Kate Hardy, who had 9 points in the game, all in the second half. Had 4 baskets, 1 of those a three-point shot. Bray Bewley scores 7. He had 3 baskets, 1 of those a three-point shot. Gavin Nunn had 7 points tonight, 3 field goals, 1 for 1 from the foul line. Waylon Clemens was 6 tonight, a 3, a 2, and a 1. 4 points for Jackson Reese, 2 for Ben Blackburn, and 2 for Carson Browning. That was the scoring tonight for Barron's. Coach Warren Cunningham joins us now for Coach's Comments. Coach's Comments brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Jamie Harris, and Sheila Perkins. And Coach, it was a low-scoring first half, but you really got things going there in the second half. You outscored them 47-23 in the second half, and I think you only had maybe 1 turnover the entire second half.
Yeah, it was a couple things there. We didn't turn it over. I think we had 8 in the first half, and just entirely too many for them. They had mixed up the defense there a little bit from time to time, but there was no reasons that we should turn it over like that in the first half. And we took better care of the ball, and we made some shots. And I thought we were able to get some stops and get in transition, and a combination of those things kind of helped us push the lead out. But it certainly makes everything better when the ball goes in the basket.
Defensively, you hold Knuckles to only 9 points. He's been averaging about 17.5 a game.
Yeah, I thought Tate did a great job on him and not letting him catch it in positions where he could, really, when he caught it, it was away from the basket a lot of times. And, we poked it away with a couple steals there. And, I just thought he made it difficult on him. And it probably helped us, them playing Clinton yesterday. I know they were probably a little fatigued from that. But I thought we took advantage of that in the second half. But Tate did a great job on Knuckles. And we let Williams get going there a little bit in the zone, but overall I thought we did a nice job.
And they don't go very deep. They only go about 6.
No, they don't, and most of their offense either comes from those 2 or as a result of those 2. You're requiring so much attention, so the other guys mostly score off of those 2. So I thought we did a good job. Like I said, Williams got going there a little bit, but for the most part we really limited Knuckles and what he could do. We kept him off the free throw line. He's such a good free throw shooter, so we were able to do that. But it was a good team effort defensively, and I thought we did a nice job on the glass too.
Yeah, Joshua Decker, I don't know how many rebounds he had tonight,
several.
But he was a horse on the board, that for sure.
Yeah, I thought him and Gavin both, we thought we could get some things with them, and those guys have gotten better and better as the year goes on, and we've kind of got settled into their role a little bit, and we've got to get them the ball around the basket, whether they score it or kick it. It just helps open things up so much for us. And I thought Gavin was really good there, and I took him out a time or two, then we put him back in, and then I thought he was good. He's got to be ready to go from the get-go, but I thought he was good and helped us finishing some plays, and he and Joshua made some nice high-low passes to each other to get the ball at the rim, and so I thought those guys did a nice job. Jackson Reese gave us a really good lift. He makes some plays for us and on both ends, and just kind of has a knack for that, and it helped us push the lead out.
Got Bowling Green tomorrow night. Another tough opponent coming in. Of course, Allen County on Friday night.
Jay, thanks.
Well, they're all tough.
They are.
But we know all about Bowling Green for sure.
Yeah, we do. I mean, obviously they're really good, and they shoot the ball especially well. They're athletic. I think they're shooting about 49% as a team from the 3, which is kind of unheard of. But they shoot it really well, and obviously they're Coach Sherrill's teams are always physical and very aggressive, and it's a good challenge for us. We've played against athletic teams that are skilled, and it's just another one of those type of games. And we want to be better. We want to come in here and compete tomorrow night and try to get after those guys a little bit. You got to guard, you got to rebound. You can't let them knock you out. You've got to put up a fight and kind of stand up to them a little bit. But they're, Coach Terrell's one of the best, and their teams are always so competitive and play extremely hard and get after you, and just you kind of have to stand up to them and fight a little bit. If not, they'll rip your heart out a little bit. But it'll be a good challenge for our team, and we've played a good schedule. We always play a good schedule, and it's just another example of that.
And these types of teams only make you better.
Yeah, they do. And
later in the season.
That's who you play. If you make it to Diddle Arena, you play the Bowling Greens of the world, and you got to get better against them and compete against them.
Well, Coach, congratulations to you. We'll see you tomorrow night. We had a good crowd tonight, by the way, for a Monday night.
Good Monday night crowd. I said that, when we came out. I told Gavin it's a pretty good crowd for a Monday night, especially. It's always a good rivalry game. They brought a good crowd. We had a good crowd. Appreciate everybody coming out. We got a 4-game homestand here, so we got a good opportunity for everybody to come out here on this homestand that we've got. And even the freshman JV guys play at home Thursday. Freshmen play at home Saturday. So we got a good lot of opportunities here for folks to come see our guys play.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, Jay.
Coach Warren Cunningham of the Trojans. They won it by 22 over the Monroe County Falcons, 66-44. And Robert, you want to throw some stats in now?
Yeah, real quick.
We went over the scoring and didn't get to the stats.
That's okay. 27 of 53, 51% for the game. 17 makes out of 42 attempts for Monroe County. They did shoot 40%, but we made 10 more and took 11 more shots than they did. That makes obviously a dramatic difference. We were 4 of 13 from 3. They were 5 of 16. We didn't turn it over very many times, especially in the second half. That's what we said. We turned it over one time in the second half, 7 for the game. They turned it over 11. We out-rebounded them by a ton, 34-21, 11 offensive, 5 offensive for them. So great effort. It was like we had 2 different ball games, the first half and the second half, with 2 different teams. Just an explosive offensive performance, if you want to say that. You'll take 22 points a quarter every time. And you've got a really good team coming in here tomorrow night that is going to shoot it well. I think the Idlet kid is number 1 in the state in 3-point percentage. So not only him, but everybody else for their team can shoot it really well. And you got to keep building. You got to come out here and compete. In some ways, that should never be questioned. So we got to compete, and we got to find little things to grow on, whether it's in wins or losses. And as Warren said, this is a really tough schedule. We probably have played a tougher schedule this year than we have in a long time. So good win tonight, and we'll keep it hopefully rolling tomorrow night.
Yep. Post-game stats brought to you by Southern States and their new location on Cross Street. We'll come back and wrap it up after this break. This is Trojan basketball at WCLU 104.7 FM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that just make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Cold weather means you've got some things to take care of, like heat to keep you warm and comfortable. Put it on your list of things to do. A call to Southern States Glasgow to fill your propane tank. Southern States is one of the top suppliers of propane gas in the country, and your Southern States in Glasgow is the local, smart, reliable source for all your propane needs. Safe, clean-burning propane gas is the premier energy source for heating and appliances. Call 651-6167 and 651-2159.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31 East South.
Just past the railroad tracks.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Well, back here to wrap things up from Barren County High School. The Trojanettes win earlier tonight 65-47 over the Lady-Falcons, and the Trojans get a 66-44 win over the Monroe County Falcons. We're right back here tomorrow night as the Trojans and Trojanettes host Bowling Green. We'll be on there at 5:45. The girls' game will tip off at 6 with the boys' game to follow. And I want to thank Robert Bauer for being a color commentary tonight and stats. Also on the board back of the station, had Jake Norris and Aaron Russell on the live stream tonight as well, and his team on the crew. And so till tomorrow night at 5:45, this is Jay Turner. Thanks for being with us, and good night, everybody, from Bobby Steenbergen Court at Barren County High School Gym.